Captain America. Crimzo does such a good job of sustained bowling, everything you want from Steve
Told you
Rogers.
2 seconds, chat.
I'm not surprised. It's been a lot more of these focus bans too, as the protect onto the Emma Frost comes out from 100.
No one's saying anything. I can't see what you guys are typing.
TTK was on that just yesterday.
Don't type anything. I can't see.
Frost from the other side, as Sentinels are going to be able to lock in that Magneto.
Yeah, there's so much like metagame going on here.
Keep it G. Appreciate the massive 9 months.
What they're trying to do, but showcase different things. Looking at it, of course, they're going to be focusing some of the top duelists and carries that we've seen. That's also respect to Terra, of course, but they're not. We saw this yesterday. Ego Death let 100 Thieves play the Luna Loki. Not this time, obviously. Just way too good. And if we look down below, Loki being banned as well. So all that 24 seconds, not going to get any of that as we head into the last ban for 100 Thieves, and it's triple res shut down.
Yep, and I was expecting this because this also shuts down the attempt on running triple support just with the Mantis.
Damn, this is a
Ultron,
great game, chat.
Here,
the game hasn't even started, and I'm just looking at the names, and I'm scared.
Here, and you want to actually look at like, the different players side by sides. You have to look at the combined power of like Nectar and Rymazing versus like Terra and Dilemma. Like this is literally going to be the battle of ages, and in the backline matchup alone, I was expecting it either they were going to let the res comp go, but that's where their strength is, or either the auto Adam or Mantis.
Damn, they banned Mantis. That's what the other team should have done last game, bro. They should have banned Mantis. Now they can't run the res comp.
Obviously, Loki, Harvey, they go together, but typically, whenever Cloak's available, Harvey goes to that Cloak and Dagger, SJP going to, you know, the Loki, but this time they get rid of that game plan. I like that to kind of throw them off a bit. But yeah, you said it great there. That's going to be the big story. In the past, Delina is kind of that one looking for the flank angle, and that's really put pressure on Sentinels in the past. TTK showing off a little bit of that flex there on Emma. Great job there with the echoes, and they did leave that team up open.
Is that Dongman?
Deadly stuff, and I like that Terra showing the hella again, even though he has some other options available.
Terra, I feel like, is a professional diddle. You can put Terra on anything hit scan related, or just anything in general. We even saw, you know, the Vanguard rolling out here too.
No? Someone said
for map number 1. But you got to see the Loki ban, it looked like, from the other side too. So a lot of focus between the Loki and the Mantis as we get to take.
Someone said, hey, I appreciate what you did in that game. I was about to say.
On the Sentinel side than 100 Thieves, which I'm actually really surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot closer.
Inaudible, pretty massive 3 months.
I'm shocked. I mean, you might as well spin a ball on a roulette wheel with these two teams and what you could get the outcome for. So the talent, they are neck and neck, but hey, they're both in boot camps. They both have so much experience in the game against each other as one team, as they collide in a battle for the ages here, and Crimson bringing the team right to the fight, not the points. This is gonna be awesome.
Time to duke it out. Immediately frame 1, just looking behind as they get a little bit of head because 100 Thieves are already rotating from the high ground instead, so they'll have the positional advantage going into this first fight.
Yeah, we have Rymazing here, who's done a great job on Human Torch. They leave it open, though. Team somewhat disrespecting what Rymazing could potentially do here on Johnny Storm and throwing down that pressure, and Flames immediately diddle in. That's going to be their main focus there, trying to get that pressure on the Torch to look for the heals and look for the get out here. Barely escaping there.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
Throwing down the Thorns is Terra as the first point is tied up.
Look at the TTK Emma Frost coming out again.
Yo, Ricky, appreciate the massive gift of sub, my friend.
TTK was putting in, and it could be a little bit of a sleeper when you're having Terra just pop off, and with Harvey.
How you doing, my friend? How you doing? How you doing?
With getting the trade off of Delena and Crimzo, it's an even fight, and TTK already has that 100% damage output on that Emma Frost beam.
Yeah, if Kurova's the Adam Warlock mascot, it's got to be Loki for Harvey there. TTK getting a cleanup on Techie. That's a huge opener there. Now Rymazing trying to ride this and Turtle Bond into the pressure. And now Nectar following up with Amoria as well. That's 2 they're making now with the invisible boundary going up. Might be a little too late, but the push off there. SJP. That was a beauty.
No one has capped first point yet.
Getting that 1 KO brings Harvey right back, which actually allows 100 Thieves to try to re-engage just as quickly. And that's what 100 Thieves also being able to get the point first.
100 Thieves is taking the first fight, chat. Hey. Taking the first fight sets the momentum, bro. The first fight is a neutral fight. No teams have any ults. Everyone starts at 0. Everyone's at full health. And basically you're saying, we are better than you. We are better.
That Luna ban that we saw coming out from the other side, something that Sentinels try to prioritize and saving for Kurova. as Kurova will be able to enter into this next fight with the fate of both worlds. All eyes, though, onto Delena, who's trying to target that backline. Techie taking a good amount of that damage, right? Amazing with the Supernova, and TTK trying to deny the strategist ults from Sentinels just as they try to approach here, but they're still able to stall.
Yeah, that's what those fire tornadoes can do so well. Kneel before TTK, though, with that pressure push forward. The Nectar trading Psylocke v Psylocke. Love to see Crimso with the group hog and the group elim now. But Terra, again, just being able to get so much trade value, getting Harvey back up. Remember, that team up just often slept on and forgotten, as now just trying to escape his TTK. And as we would expect, Vicky, this is going to be just a close one.
It's going to be a nail biter.
Hey,
they take it, but it was
let's
a
see this,
stall
chat.
there from 100.
It looks like it's going back and forth so far.
Different when you have Captain America and TTK just trying to move on that Emma Frost, and Terra has just been getting so much of these eliminations too. Definitely a problem that works hand in hand with just being able to get the revive on the Loki together with the Hela.
Yeah, 100% agree there. As looking into this next fight, you've got the Dance of Butterflies to open up that backline. Aramore, though, is going to have that internal bond, so the pressure will be relieved. Maybe they find Kurova. That would be the big pick to start things out there for 100 Thieves. And then Terra, we saw it in the past. He always saves this Goddess of Death to throw it up mid-fight, get people uncomfortable as they're
Is it Seniop? Preach the Massive Prime sub, my friend.
With
Sorry,
the
I'm
Eternal
like
Bond
really
being
focused
used first, though, and the God of Mischief is going to be able to get the copy onto the Invisible Woman. That's going to be cycled between the Loki
Oh,
and
how does he miss, man?
Does not find a mark.
How did he miss?
Instead, Kurova ends up being a victim to Terra's hands.
Oh no, chat. Oh no.
Like, don't worry, I'm here too. Nectar may have gotten one KO, but Delena follows up right afterwards, and 100 Thieves retake the point.
A full 5.0 Terra Quake.
Jay, if you upload, and I'm uploading the last game on YouTube, I hope the highlight when you said doesn't matter if Techie won for Smash.
They put him at that
Reverse
captain
sweep's gonna
spot for the
happen.
team for a reason. The trust,
True.
and most importantly, the skill that guy has. Insane here. Going into the fight, though, we do have the invisible boundary to open things up. TTK can do some kneeling here, and on Sentinels, they've got to win some neutral before they get anything going. Kurova closest to it.
Crimso too with that group hug. At least combine that with the wombo combo on the Supernova and controlling the space. They have to re-engage now, nearing 95% as they try to close in the gap. I'm looking at Delena here. He's able to get away. SJP with a reset on the invisible boundary, and TTK all kneel behind the psionic seduction as they know what's coming. They're controlling a good amount of space, and you have the damage output here too already at 92 on that beam.
That's a big ult, bro. That's a big ult by TTK.
Team alive, and that's so important as the push trying to make things at least uncomfortable for Crimso, having to make his way back over, and the kick off. Nectar, though, does get the trade on not just one hero, but the important one in Terra as he throws down the entangled person. They get everybody together, but there's no follow-up. You get 4 of them, 2 in the invisible boundary now as Delena. He's starting to delete heroes as he always does here. Amazing down, Nectar down, 100 Thieves.
God damn, dude. 100 Thieves just overall has such a great team, bro. I'm scared.
Amazing was taking a good amount of pressure, but no
Damn.
right afterwards, right before the KO was landed onto them. But Sentinels still plant their feet here, and Crimso with the Doctor Strange portal is going to come in to re-engage.
Crimson just
good TP, good TP, and they flip point. They did flip the point.
Here, but Nectar going out with the Dance of Butterflies, trying to get that pick early. Terra being the first to fall here. Now, okay, it's 4v5 at this point. The point can go either way. Crimson with the quick melee.
Oh, keep Amazing alive. Keep Amazing alive. He's putting on so much pressure.
Yeah, with TTK coming in on the Doctor Strange, just to portal everybody back into this fight too. And that was with Sentinels in that first initial fight, right before we saw them come in with their own portal, where 100 Thieves had the body advantage. A lot more players on the point. They had one more of the trades here, and then they slowly backed off, and Sentinels were able to take over that point. So even coming in with that Supernova as a cheeky meteor comes in, misses though, as Terra has this 1v1 upstairs.
Off the backboard, Techie, now that's 2 that he wants back. That's okay, though, as they push it. Amazing on the Yulin feet. Does get that elimination early to start things, but right now, Sentinels kind of backs against the wall here. It is 99-99. You've got the Eye of Agamotto, and up goes the Hella ult. Can Terra get a pick? He's going right for Amazing. He connects one, but Terra goes down here as Kurova dropping the beat in a little bit of 100 Thieves momentum.
JP with that invisible boundary, though, the Eye of Agamotto sneaking through, right through that boundary as Terra finds another pick onto Amazing. Make it 2 with the Crimso. Terra, you sure your hand is injured? Because these KOs constantly back to back, but the nice trade here just to try to take care of that problem. Terra makes a swap over to the Wolverine. Harvey goes down, and 100 Thieves are down to 4 here.
It is as close as it could get. Maybe not a pixel away from the Shroud X game we saw, but right there is Vinny throwing down the punches in the animation canceling. Beautiful job there, making a comfortability for Sentinels.
Dude, this is a very, very insane first round already, chat.
Amazing to do the slam to push it forward here. Nectar, though, trying to get something going. He does get the Lina in the trade.
It's a big trade, though, at the very least. JSP is also slowly approaching that invisible boundary just to help with the reset. Same thing for TTK on the Eye of Agamotto, right? Amazing with that Supernova, though. It's going to control so much space. Look at what overtime is looking like. Literally a pixel as we saw Terra make that swap over to the Wolverine. The Eye of Agamotto finds two big picks onto Crimson and Aramori. They jump off, though, at the very end.
Oh, my.
Thieves take round number 1 going down.
Bro, this is a nail biter, chat.
This
is a fucking nail biter.
Fight. Incredible effort from both teams, but it was just by, honestly, a step off. 100 Thieves is looking to get that point. Looking at the stats here, I mean, I think you're seeing a lot. I mean, right, amazing. I didn't see an awful ton on the Olympi, but 13K obviously doing his job.
Fuck, bro.
Has just been putting on these silent performances, Vicky, time after time. And then there's Terra, who, you know, he's always doing it.
Yeah, and Terra, a TTK too, like 17.2k. I feel like it's just so easy just to look at your Emma Frost doing Emma Frost things. I clenched a little bit for Crimzo when I saw TTK.
Fuck, TTK has 17,000 damage, bro. That guy's disgusting. Delena, Terra, bro. That team is fucking scary, bro. I'm scared. That's a scary team, chat.
Yeah, I mean, you know what TTK stands for? It's take teams kindly to the spawn room. Just such an insane job there. Yeah, that's off the tongue. But as the team pushing in, if you're Sentinels, I mean, you played well, you played great. Couple times you just could not connect those ults. You're going to see a lot between these two well-coached teams. It comes down to the ult fights and just the perfect timing, precision, as now Amazing floating on the top of this point.
Amazing, despite a lot of the focus coming out from Terra, though, and even finding these picks onto Amazing themselves, Terra has been putting in that pressure, but Amazing.
Yo, Ramtasy, I appreciate the massive 5 good subs, my friend. Absolutely crazy. Appreciate it.
Break out and reveal the den right down below, but there's that damage output when you have a brute on the other side, though. You boost it up just as quickly at the dance of butterflies after Vinny.
That guy, he's disgusting.
He's Deadlena following up with a 2K.
Dance of the butterflies, call it dance execution, but here comes Crimson throwing them together.
God.
It's not going to get enough. They're using ults to try to cap this at that as well. They really want it. Unfortunately, don't get it. Throwing everything, gaining nothing. 100 Thieves taking over the point.
You gotta break down. Just not only are you consistently able to keep your beam
out of Dan Show. Appreciate the massive new Prime sub, my friend.
But it's thanks to the
welcome to one of the best series we're about to witness.
Crimson being on that group could be a double-edged sword for them here, but Vinny does have that ultimate with the Captain America before the re-engage happens here from Sentinels with Aramori.
Yeah, looking here, Aramori can open up that internal bond, and then Amazing maybe can follow. Nectar, though, looking, he has gotten a lot of value, Vicky, from those dance and butterflies. He's going to look to go once again, at least on SJP. Harvey and SJP far from the ult, or at least not going to get it immediately in this team fight. And they're focusing TTK, who might as well just be another duelist out there with what he can put out. And there it is, dance and the butterflies go down. Lanterns to follow, but they still get Terra and wipe 2 important cooldowns.
TTK in the down 4, like, let me out. These brute walls are stopping me. It couldn't help heal for my team. Delena tries to answer back, not finding it shot because the invisible barrier was right.
Wait, how the hell did he get that? Okay. Oh, wait, was he invisible?
Nectar gets a follow-up. Techie gets Harvey. No backline for you as Sentinels are able to reclaim this point.
Yeah, beautiful job there from Tech again. We've seen it so many times, like Prince. Just huge purple rain down on that team. Throwing it down. Another great elimination there. Amazing does have the Supernova ready to go. 100 Thieves, though, they always have that fire extinguisher right in the back pocket. TTK, though, we've seen this.
Fuck, chat. Right? You know what I just realized as well? I just realized that TTK means talk to your kid. And I'm pretty sure I've seen that name in my Twitch channel asking to play and always like saying hi and whatnot, but I never put 2 and 2 together. Fuck.
Even better news for the re-engage of the choke slam.
I hope he comes back to my stream.
That also just always feels so personal whenever the Emma Frost knows what to do in focusing what that problem is, which is Amazing in this case.
Techie just begging to get his groove on. Can't catch the beat. And
oh my goodness.
Because of it, oh my gosh, just like that, Nectar goes up with the dance of butterflies. But gets
oh no, he fell.
Hey, top-tier kid living up to the name.
What do you mean you're rude? I just searched up his name because I thought it was familiar and he was actually following me.
Everybody in the front with that gigantic beam to
Daniel, pre-bounce in 17 months. Fuck, does anyone watch TTK on like Twitch or anything? Hey, tell him to DM me or something. We can make it work.
Yeah, they're just trying to stall as long as possible here. Vinny, though, trading with Airmoy. That's going to be huge now as Terra just trying to get a little bit of relief. Techie now going to fall down here, unfortunately, as Strategist already went down to follow here. And then Nectar kind of left by himself. He is going to collapse. And at this point, it's looking, I mean, it could go
I subbed that boy. Oh, you subbed to him, but not me?
Okay. Has a little bit of advantage there with the ults and everything.
You're good.
You know,
You're good.
I like the chances for both.
If they don't ban that Emma Frost, I mean,
bro, I'm not egoing anyone, chat. Sometimes my chat moves, and when I'm in the middle of a game, I don't see it.
Good luck with all those vanguards that TTK has in his pocket here. As the approach comes in from Sentinels, they don't have really much unless they build into the Supernova and Korova into that Fate of Both Worlds.
Yeah, this is going to be rough for them because they're going to have to win here to gain ult charge, but everything in the back pocket for 100 Thieves, they're feeling prepared and ready to go, and I agree, it's at the hands now. Right now, there's one great Terra, but TTK doing an incredible job. Delina, though, going for the quick execution, has to back off, go to the teams, and use those dashes precisely to get back to cover here. Now TTK a little bit under pressure. He gets to the lantern zone. That's what's so deadly.
Look at the repositioning right there too. They communicated, the invisible boundary came out, and TTK in the psionic seduction tries to pull everybody to them, but the Fate of Both Worlds comes in. The group hug coming in as well, together with Amazing and the damage output without having to use too many of these ultimates because they want to carry that over to the
Come on, Sentinels. Come on, Sentinels. Come on, Sentinels.
From 100 Thieves in the very first one.
Jay only wants to play with famous people at SMH.
That's
not true.
No matter the hero, and just
I play with myself all the time, and I'm not famous.
Outnumbered, especially in terms of ult economy there, and now they're fully loaded. Now you got to win another.
Come on,
point.
Sentinels.
So do you want to use it all? You know, it's going to come close here. They're going to have to do a good job as the portal comes in. TTK going from Emma Frost to the Sorcerer Supreme, pushing in early, and Delina looking.
Do you guys think we're going to go to a match 3? A map 3?
Time ticking away before retouching right here too. Terra has the reset with the Goddess of Death.
Oh my god, what a fight. Wait, how did he kill the guy with a shield? He just LeBron James windmill dunked it. Wait, we're going to a match 3. We're going to a match 3. We're going to a match 3, chat. Oh my god, this series is amazing. This series is amazing.
Butterflies helps out Sentinels to take us to the 3rd round.
Dunks the Galaxy on their hand and smashes the glass with it. Incredible job there. And then just good job with the Supernova from Human Torch of Amazing. I mean, the guy can play it all in the duelist department, but Flyers, he's just locked in so well. 24k damage right now.
28 and 7. Amazing is really good with Flyers, man. 24,000 damage.
30k damage from TTK. I mean, just absolute gem.
Yeah, but look at TTK. TTK has 31,000 damage on fucking Emma Frost. Oh my god, 31,000 damage on Emma Frost, bro. Jesus Christ.
It was so close for the first round too, like we saw for that second round. I think just the re-engage and having those picks, especially that big meteor onto TTK when TTK made that swap over to the Strange, like those very impactful game-winning conditions that you lean into, just in terms of timing of those ultimates, is what really made a difference. But I also
you could have been duoing with that guy. Shut up. I know. Shut up.
There at the very first round.
Shut up, chat. Listen, sometimes I need you guys to point out the obvious. Sometimes my brain my brain doesn't add up some stuff.
But then Sentinels were just on that point first. So I just think they stick to what they're doing here. And as you can already see, Techie coming in with the portal play.
Yo, Mantis, appreciate that for 24 months, my friend. How you doing? How you doing?
Throws the portal in, and they're looking to get some cheeky elims now, throwing out the walls and the pressure with it. Terra being precise as always. He signs those thorns with his autograph and cursive, throwing out the graves. Now Techie popping in a little bit behind here, and they're going for the strategist back there. Can he get at least the lanterns out? But there it is. We've got Vinny throwing the blows there on Dr. Strange, but Amazing trades with it, but they go down with the Vanguard. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, also you lost on Aramori rather early in that fight too.
Wait,
you're just getting duped.
Wait, what was that? They just kind of like ran forward and just fed ult charge and died and just reset the fight.
Command grabbed.
just how good 100 Thieves are in the neutral. I mean, just incredible job, awareness, and just communication. Those comps, you know, are just spitting with lyrics here. As now Harvey, SJP both ready to go in the strategist front here. TTK getting close as well, Vicky. But we've seen it. Crimzo sometimes can do it all by himself, especially if he's got the dance floor to follow.
Also thinking about Harvey here, having that God of Mischief too. TTK still the problem that we've been seeing TTK be. Over to the other side though, Crimso's got the group hug, tries to get the follow-up push from the other side from SJP, as the invisible boundary is looking to try to keep everybody from 100 Thieves sustained.
Yeah, they've got the pressure there, trying to get the point cap, but they don't know. The grand finale does drop there, as well as the invisible boundary. And at this point, it's any teams to take here.
Oh, Crimzo has his webcam on.
Get the connection he wants or the follow-up. There's Amazing, but it's too little, too late. Terra up in the sky, throwing it down here, trying to get the pop and the connection. And there he is. That's what he does so good, Vicky.
The actual environmental air boost, by the way, like I just saw a flying TTK at one point in that diamond form. I thought I was just seeing my sleep paralysis.
Damn, 100 Thieves is...
Well, Terra gets another pick, gets Harvey right back in, and then follows up with Harvey and Korova. 100 Thieves now get to keep up on this.
100 Thieves is dominating right now, chat. 100 Thieves is dominating.
Here, but both have hero plot armor. It's like, which team is going to take it? We're seeing the colors fly and the ultimates flash here, and it's just so close with these fights. But right now, 100 Thieves look like they've got it figured out, and they like where they got in terms of strategy. Remember, I told you, Vicky, a lot of this is going to come down to that pick ban phase, and the way they roll these games, it's coming down to micro decisions here. Delena hitting and farming just incredible ult charge here, going from 0 to 35 with ease.
Oh, with the Dance of Butterflies, though, to be started off from Nectar, who's been fantastic, by the way, on this Psylocke. Does not find anything or force out any of these ults because there was no ults to force out from 100 Thieves. As they try to walk back in, the rest of 100 Thieves are giving them that space, but they could afford to do that, with Sentinels only now getting 10% plus.
Oh, this is going to be a big one from Techie. Can he land it? He's
What's up, baby?
Extra damage there on TTK, but that's where the Diamond Force comes into handy. Not only can you go with extra protection, but you can throw out the kicks and the choke like TTK does so well with another kick. And this is such a tough point to fight Emma on the point here with the rage up to 100. And this is looking
Chat,
rough
you see
now
this?
for Sentinels to take. Korova down, Crimzo down, and it looks like Sentinels going to go down on map 1.
Dude, that was so crazy. Like, TTK thought like 3 steps ahead right there. He set up the Emma Frost shield right on time before using the Psionic Seduction to hide behind it, while Terra, in the middle of seeing through that invisible boundary here from SJP, gets the snipe pick.
First map goes to 100 Thieves, chat. That's a good. That was a good game. And that was only round 1.
Yeah, just absolute cinema from both teams there.
Is that the
And
Adam
right
Warlock
now,
main
again,
Korova?
there's
Yes.
only so much you can do after you've had heroes lost and gained, but 100 Thieves, they just played that to absolute perfection. You know, Vicky, the stats going to tell a little bit of a better story. As Harvey, again, he says yesterday, I don't get to play him much, but when I do, oh man, can he absolutely eat? And he did so with Harvey, with Loki on that one. It's going to be 1 to 100 Thieves, and looking
Terra
at the stats,
Terra
I mean,
popped off
there's a
as
couple
well.
that stand out
37
for
and
them.
8 with 22 final
TTK
hits.
out here with 38k damage done. We had seen some swaps too, with Delena trying to pull right back in on that Doctor Strange, but dealing at least 26k damage, so 14 final hits. But then the 22 from Terra, as we saw Terra terrorize the skies. And even looking on the other side, Amazing just continuously doing Amazing things. And I feel like Nectar, we've highlighted other
you want to
heroes
stay with
from
me?
Nectar,
Okay, then we're gonna go
but
down.
the Psylocke really did come out.
I have to go down. He wants to stay with me.
Yeah, 14 deaths though, that's tough. And I think the big story there, Vicky, TTK only got eliminated 6 times. I mean, that's such a big difference of presence. And you just said it best, right, with the diamond form. Like, so many times is diamond form used on aggression, but no, right there, he was prepared for the ultimates, and then he uses it to survive and then thrive as he pushes into the point, and ultimately helps him win that so well. I mean, when you've got some of the best players in the world on both Vanguard and Duelist, it just makes it so tough, even if your whole team is skilled to the nines.
He literally was living like rent-free, like 3 steps ahead, like predicted the meteor to come out just so that way you already have your shield out when you are stuck in the Psionic Seduction, so that way you could just hide behind your shield once the meteor comes in if you're getting autofocus, because TTK was a problem. Like Terra, obviously we saw Delena lighting up the skies. Like, if there isn't a target ban onto this Loki, because Harvey is just the embodiment of Loki, just like when we talk about Korova, like that is the Adam Warlock in my mind at the very least, but the Emma Frost and the Loki needs to be taken care of.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, I think Delina too is just often not talked about enough because obviously he's on the same team as Terra. We see that in sports, right? There's a superstar, there's one really great player because there's a fight going on in the background and in the back lines with Psylocke and just holy tracking. I mean, he's so good with his precision and honestly really just took it to Nectar on that particular map. And that's what cleaned up a lot of it and just opens up space. It opens up strategists to focus on their vanguards, and then you can keep rolling from there. So there's so much going on in hero shooters behind the scenes as well. Want to give the flowers to Delina on that map as he did some clutch eliminations. But Harvey taking over that MVP, 36,000 healing, 37 assists. This man, he can do it all. And both teams, pressure's off. Again, they're going to land, but they want this one. I'm telling you, Vic.
Yeah, it's all about the big money bags out here that they could focus on, and already taking that first map in our best of 5 is the best way to set yourself up for success here. Harvey popping off on the Loki. Again, not so surprised, but that's cycling with the Invisiwoman too, and that's without the Luna Snow being out.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, money's a lot, but I also think ego with both these teams. Like, they want to be known as that, like, team in America, right? And right now, they're both showing it, but 100 Thieves looking strong, and they're going to have to change up a little strategies. They've said they have spreadsheets behind the scenes. Crimzo, he's got an answer to everything that's giving them the big edge, and we've seen that thus far in the tournament.
Give me the cat.
Now,
It's so cute. No, this is my baby.
And if it's anything like the matches we've seen all of Ignite, it's going to be a good one. We'll be right back after this break.
You see him? He's so cute. He's just been so cute. He's just been so cute. I love this little boy. That is so cute. You're so cute. He's like a race car right now. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's like a little race car. He is purring. When can we expect the baby human? It's a great question. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Oh, he's such a good baby.
Do you remember who you really are? Show me that you are still the only one for me. I'll be waiting for you. Wake up, open your eyes, raising up your fist and smashing through time walls. Before the rifts splinters and
Hey, that's my necklace, man.
we are rebels till the end. Rise up, open your minds, hold on to your powers. No one can stop us. We are riders till the end of time. We will flash no matter where.
Hey, why are you eating my necklace, bro? I can't have you eat my necklace. Come on. It's such a... Hey, what are you doing? He's being such a cute little boy.
The flames burning brightly, shining on those memories. And yes, across all time I see you turning the tides. And do you see now our time, our turn? We can
Look at him, chat. Look at him.
the wind and fire and wonder no more. That now is the only time your heart
What are you doing?
is mine. Light has fallen.
What are you doing?
Darkness grows and yes, we fight for our destiny and
What are you doing?
smiling for the past and future. Break those chains, lead the way.
Hello? What are you doing?
And when you wake up, open your eyes, raising up your fists and smashing through time walls.
What are you doing?
Rifts splinters again. We are rebels till the end. Rise up, open your mind, hold on to your power.
Hey, what the heck?
Can't stop us. We are riders
Can you, okay, hey, if he's comfortable, he's comfortable. That's how we're gonna watch the tournament, I guess. No, don't leave. No. No. Oh, this cat has no survival instincts. He was found on a farm with his brothers and sisters. Bro, this cat has
What's going on, guys?
He
And welcome
literally
back from
walks up to the
break.
older
You guys have seen
cats,
it all today,
smacks
but we
them, the
got
other cats
more
hiss
on
and
the
smack him
line.
back, and he
Two
just rolls over on his
states are
back
clashing.
and
They
starts
do not
like
get
trying to
meet
play
each
with them.
other in the group stage, Vicky, but here it is right now. The
I
clash
didn't
of the
ruin it.
Titans.
He went to
It
go
was gonna
eat.
happen eventually here, and this is the moment where we get to highlight the teams that have been able to improve through some changes that we've had within Marvel Rivals and showcasing consistency, because it's been back and forth thus far. There's kind of like that tiebreaker from the history of these two teams meeting, and we have to reference the issues that we saw in that first game specifically, because TTK, Terra, I mean, they were all a problem, but that Emma Frost, the Harvey Loki were all big issues. So now resorting over to that pick and ban phase, I'm wondering what we may see that may change.
Yeah, really, when you look at teams this good.
Oh, by the
it
way,
comes
Wind,
down
appreciate
just
the
to
gift
so
sub.
many small things. It's not gonna be as evident, right, when you see maybe a big gap in the seating or the skill level. Right here, it's just the precise timing of when and how.
Why don't
Not
we
just
get
ultimates,
strat
but, like,
POV?
the
They
cloak
probably be
bubble,
cooking.
right?
What do you
And
mean
just
strat
getting that
POV?
out ahead
Why
of
don't you
time
get
so
their
then you
like
can follow that out with something else.
strategy
Sometimes you
PO
might
like
commentate
point
that
of view?
Delena
Because
didn't
it's
get, anything out of that dance. with the
that wouldn't be
butterflies, but
good.
They use that on purpose to try to bait out different things. So look for the small things, guys, in these matchups here. And again, just the tip of the cap that they have there for Crimzo on Captain America.
Oh,
I think they've just
strategist.
been
Oh, I thought you
getting
meant
rid
like
of that in the pool
strat.
so much. And
To be
then
honest
that's
with you,
what
I
matters.
think
Oh, wow.
I think that's because that's just every game. Even in Overwatch, a lot of people don't spectate, you know, support players. You know, Marvel Rivals, a lot of people don't support. I feel like support players are
at the Hellfire Gala. I mean,
looked.
we have not
I don't want to say
seen
looked
Techie
down
on a lot
upon,
outside
but
of
they're
Mag. I mean,
kind of
he plays other
neglected.
things,
But
that's been his comfort pick.
they're
right,
like
for
the
now,
backbone of the
a few
team, bro.
matches in
If
a
you
row.
have
So
bad
that's gonna be
supports,
interesting,
man,
getting rid of something that is
it's not good.
something they rely on in general here. On the other side of things, though, Luna going out, SJP gonna have to flex over once
Yeah, it's
again,
underappreciated.
and I think they're gonna go
As
with
you
the
can
same
see
strat.
from,
I think
like,
they did like, and Harvey is obviously
the
definition
big
of a
drama
god,
that was going on with
Loki. I think they like what they got.
Okay, and yeah, over to the Cloak and Dagger being gone, saving on that
That-
Loki.
that
They want to be able
streamer,
to
I
promote
forgot
that
his
for
name, wow.
Harvey here. So
Blanking on the
they
name.
saved both of the strongest assets that I was talking about, TTK and
Necros,
Harvey
there you
here
go.
side by side. While on the other side,
Damn,
they
yo,
won't be able to
Pecker,
use
appreciate the
that
massive
Luna,
dono
that
on
Cloak and Dagger, but
YouTube.
they
Been
won't
here
have that
since
issue.
9
While now
a.m. and
Sentinels here
enjoying
on
the
other
ride.
side
Yo,
are looking
Sentinels,
to
yo,
save that Cloak and
appreciate it. That's a
Dagger.
long time.
Yeah,
I've been streaming for 14 hours.
This is what's so great.
It's been a
about
very
Harvey.
long
They
time,
can
man.
just
Appreciate
swap
it.
on the dime, right? And Terra taking what was Delena's main role for now multiple tournaments going into Hella. And what have we seen? Harvey, one of the best strategists in the game, getting free revives. You can't make it up. It's such a good strategy there. But we do see Terra getting Wolverine. Hasn't got him often. This has been banned for him a lot.
They banned
Okay.
Mantis again.
Krova lingering.
Oh,
We're
the
gonna
match
get
has
a little
been
quick
reset.
restart, but Krova was lingering over on
How many
top
more
of
matches
that
tonight? After
iconic
this one, there's
like
one more.
two, so maybe seeing a different iteration of that triple comp. We'll have to wait and see as we move on over to Central Park for our second map.
Yeah, just reloading the graphics cards. They're trying to prep up for what's going to be an epic match here. I think one thing.
If
I
you
like
think about it, the
strategy-wise
healer's
already,
POV is good because they're in the
again, I
back
think
and they
Sentinels
see
is
mostly
so
everything.
well-coded,
That's true, but
I
at the
like
same
the
time,
idea of
I
getting
like
rid of the
the
Magneto
tanks
there
are on the
and
front
Captain
lines and
America,
they see
leaving Wolverine open,
see a lot
and
too.
now Crimson on Groot has one of the biggest weaknesses in rage charge up. This could be tough to counter.
Yo,
That's
B
a very good
Chamba.
point,
I
and
appreciate the
feel like
massive
the
5
group also
gifted
works
subs
hand in hand
as
into helping
well.
out TTK for
Matching
the reasons that I
ramp
mentioned in the first
fantasy.
game, where those walls
Appreciate it,
just help
appreciate it.
build up into that beam damage and to allow
Absolutely
us to stay
massive. I appreciate it.
consistently, as TTK is always thinking those steps ahead, right? So having to worry about if you do want to
Can you
commit to
too
this
long
group,
didn't read the
it's
last
great
4
when it
hours
comes
of the
to trying
tournament
to
for me?
isolate how you approach this first point,
okay,
depending on what side you
TLDR,
start on, too.
very fast.
I mean, I feel like it works on
Oh!
both sides, but
Ah!
specifically really
Oh!
helps out the defense
What
side
the?
as we get
No
ready to
way.
see if that's
Wow.
what they're gonna really lean on. But it's been a lot of
I think
these
that was the past
focuses.
4
It's
hours.
kind of what can Crimson do in this case? They've been banning out the Captain America. That's been a really big focus target that hinders Sentinels.
Yeah,
when you
Envy
ban
played today. They won their first match, and they get to play the next match as well.
You leave open
Okay, cool. I'm caught up. Thank
everything
you.
in terms of duelists. Not one
If
duelist
you
ban
missed
that
the
Sentinels
last
have to
series
go
that we
against
just
is
watched,
amazing. He gets his
it wasn't
pick of
Ego
the
Death.
litter.
It was
Human Torch, we know what that can do on Central Park here.
It
so
was
that,
Techie
to
Rashad
me,
X.
is
That was a
little
very
bit of
good game. Came down
it's
to
a
the last
dangerous
match,
game,
last
but I
map,
like that they're
last
doing
fight.
that and showing, hey,
That was
Red
really
Ranger,
good
play
one.
whatever you want. We
That's
still
where
think we can
that's where
beat
the
you.
no
As we look at
way.
the predictions
Wow,
of this
came in.
one, way closer. Sentinels was through the
Oh,
moon
Ricky,
on
I
the
appreciate the massive dono as well on
actually,
YouTube
this is
saying
what
go
I was
100 Thieves.
expecting
Appreciate it,
for
appreciate it.
the first game here, and I was leaning towards 100 Thieves just looking at this series, and I love what we've had seen from Sentinels. Okay, this is the moment
I just got
where we
back
get to
from
see both
28
these
years
teams
later.
again
It was pretty good,
showcase
not
what
great.
they've
I don't know
been
what that
working on,
is,
the different
but
levels of compositions, but the mind games literally start in this
what is that?
take and ban
Did
phase,
you wake
and
up
if
from a
you see
28-year
one
coma?
player specifically popping off,
Oh, it's a
we've been
zombie
seeing
movie?
a lot
Oh,
more
I thought you were
often in the
I thought you were
Ignite series
asleep.
across multiple regions, teams playing to their strengths. We've heard it in the interviews. Play what you're comfortable with. That is usually what ends up working, and then you get these target bans instead to help enable you be comfortable.
Yep, absolutely. Especially
Wasn't there a
what's cool to see,
Saudi
too, is
prince
kinda
that's
like
been
with
asleep
Stealth
for
and
like
Black
20 or
Panther,
30
some teams
years?
allowed, and then they eventually
And like
started to ban it,
his
right?
brother
Because they're
didn't
"All right, we're not
like
gonna
give
this
up
one
on
for
him,
free."
and then he
Bunch of
finally like
teams that
woke up
used to
recently.
leave triple res to Sentinels. They're like, you know what, play it. We don't care. And now a little bit of a
That's
different
fucking
story.
sick.
They're focusing and shutting that down immediately.
Like,
obviously, they've done their
having
homework. They've seen
someone
what
that
they've done
wasn't
so
gonna
far
give up
in
on you
the
and you've been
playoffs
asleep for
as,
20
again,
years,
our
but they
players get
still
ready to get
hoped
those bans back
or
locked
some
up
shit.
here.
That is
But yeah, looking across the
crazy.
board, Loki getting shut
Massive
down for them
respect.
time after time, and 100 Thieves saving that Loki, Vic. You've made a great point. That's going to be a big difference maker.
It's just when I was looking at this series, when I was getting
Yeah,
set up
nobody
with
will
my
ever
notes,
believe me. Well, I mean, also, I don't think anyone would
not only is a healing output
pay
usually
for
always there,
that for me.
Whereas I'm actually surprised. Like he obviously
Pretty sure
got
it was like a
MVP for
Saudi
reason,
prince
but
or
we
something,
actually
so-
usually see like the numbers higher up the ladder. I wonder if it's because maybe no Luna on the table, which you know you
God,
get the
if you
copy
were
of the
asleep for
Luna
28
available
years, bro, I don't
always
think.
boosts
Are you gonna be
and
able to
inflates those
walk?
numbers. But Harvey is the survivability. I mean, the clip that Harvey
Like, you
posted
can't
that we
walk,
had
right? Because you
covered
haven't used
yesterday,
your muscles
the
or
placement
anything
and
for a
timing
very
for
long
those
time.
ramps too, and not getting baited by
'Cause of
them.
the-
A lot of times, a lot of
Damn,
teams try
dude.
to bait out your specific Loki player into putting out those
Yeah,
ramps
muscle
early,
atrophy.
so that way they know that you have no ability to retreat towards getting some health to help out a tank that may be overextended.
God
and it
damn.
kind of
Okay, chat.
isolates
Next
you
map.
on a
Next map.
cooldown
Let's see it.
that they take
Come on
full
up.
advantage
Come
of.
on.
And in this
I want to
case,
see a good
Harvey is
game.
just
So 100
in
Thieves won the
control on
first
this
map. I
one.
want Sentinels to win this
Yeah,
one.
that's a good point. And honestly, looking towards Loki, usually
uh,
the counter that we've seen
Ian,
lately, right?
Ian,
Step up
appreciate
to
the
plate
massive
has
dono
been that
as
Bucky,
well.
that
Take a
Winter
12-hour
Soldier
nap after this,
swap.
Brody. I
And
am
not
going to
saying they
sleep
can't play it over there in Sentinels, but
so
we
much
just
tonight
don't see
because
play a
tomorrow the
lot
matches
of
start
that.
at
I think back, maybe Super
12
Bowl a
o'clock.
little bit.
So
Nectar
chat, I'm
sure
gonna be
can.
alive probably
But
around
that is a
11.
big win con against a killer Loki
And by the way,
as
Wind,
we
appreciate the massive
begin,
gift and sub
we
again, my
kick
friend.
right into the action here. Crimso's got a cam today. Hello, what's up, Crimso? As now the team pushing in is Sentinels on the offense.
Was it Techie that had the camera just pointing at the roof? I just felt like, oh, okay, I was gonna say that radiates with me. I completely understand all the emotions in that phase, but looking on the other side and trying to
Okay, chat,
split
let's see
some of
this.
the
Come on.
attention from 100 Thieves, Amazing together here, side by side with one of his other teammates, are just trying to split some of that focus, looking at Delena too, over to the other side, but specifically 100 Thieves are doing this just so that way Amazing could get focused, the Invisible Woman to try to pull him in.
Yeah, we're going to see here and test the flexibility. Again, Techie has not played a lot of other heroes. Nice pick there for Nectar on Terra. Techie has not played a lot outside of Magneto, so to swap over to the Imma, it looks like he's doing just fine in diamond form as he takes out TTK beautifully. And Amazing doing a good pressure job as well. Great job here. Let's see if we get the strange switch.
This is a good play. This is a great play by Sentinels, winning the first point and the first fight in a minute. That is big, chat. They have 5.5 minutes.
Could not play the Emma Frost because it was banned against them.
This is
time they ended up
huge.
saving
This is
it because
huge.
They know that if they don't want to use up a ban onto TTK, it's Techie that thinks that Techie could diff TTK on this Emma Frost Ditto.
Yeah, just a great answer to what was the Magneto ban, too. I mean, you know, that got rid of probably a little bit of strategy, and they were able to answer it there as Amazing trying to not only survive from the back line, that is Delena, but also trying to get that pick here. Delena, nice job with that tracking here as he continues to build up. 71% now to the ult, but both sub-ults ready for Sentinels. You got the dance floor and the fawn, and it starts with the imprisonment from
Didn't they both make it to
Crimson.
China? What's the point of playing?
Keeping him
To
alive.
decide who wins $70,000. First place gets $70,000. Also, we have to figure out who else goes to China. First place gets $70,000. Second place gets $30,000. And then the next game that we see after this is the last team to go to China. So there's a lot going on the line. Also bragging rights.
Yeah, exactly what we were saying, right? Using someone like Nectar to get the dance out there, to get the cooldowns out, and then Right Mason can clean up. Oh, it gets stuck on the pillar, cannot get out, but Delina cleaning up, but it's going to be the other Psylocke and Nectar that gets the last laugh, as now we have Sentinels pushing towards the point, but you can see 100 Thieves, they're pushing fast here. Terra swapping to Wolf.
Trying to block off the other sides here, having to make some of these swaps and hold that next corner. They're able to, with ease, get to this first checkpoint. Look at that time bank that they have to work with, Cozy.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of that was just great ult usage, right? Again, they did the dance, and then even though you have both Immas going at the same time, you've got Supernova up in the sky. Right, amazing, living up to the name. He's amazing. Incredible job there. He's on a rampage.
I just witnessed the murder out here. Terra did get a little bit
That
of
was
revenge,
actually
but
pretty
Crimson
funny.
Also fell to their demise at the hands of TTK.
That was actually pretty funny.
A little bit of a taste of your own medicine here, while still having so much of this
Chat,
space coming up
5
here for
minutes.
Sentinels.
5 minutes still for third phase. Yo, Techie, you look like a door. I don't know what that looks like. Looks like a ceiling?
There's 4 minutes on this clock, Viking Sentinels.
Holy shit, they are rolling the other team, bro. They are rolling the other team, chat. This does not look like the Sentinels that were playing last game. This does not look like the Sentinels that was playing last game.
Even more space. They have not been stopped here, by the way. 4 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock, and Korova still has that Luna Snow ult.
Yeah, and Nectar with just these dashes of precision.
No way.
Now we've got dance,
No way. No way. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Holy fucking shit.
On the clock, not against 100 Thieves, but against most teams.
Holy fucking shit.
They were trying their best out here. You're having your party off on the fate of both worlds, but that got shut down.
Jesus
what a walk
fucking
in the park
Christ,
with
bro.
a massive time
That is
bank in favor of- And this is the
insane.
night and day difference too, right? Techie's been
Slap
putting in a
my
lot more
ass and
focus
call
onto
me
TTK.
Jeffrey. That was a
Amazing,
fucking
though, I
insane
think it's
push,
also
chat.
important
4
to
minutes
talk
and
about
10
Central
seconds.
Park, allowing itself to have a lot more verticality and having the positional advantage to be able to get out of line of sight for a lot of these different teams.
Again, when you have somebody that's great at something, or a team.
Yo, what's up,
like
Guru?
Triple
That
Res,
was
Captain
disgusting,
America,
bro.
you lose out other bands.
That
And
was
I told you,
disgusting.
A little bit of disrespect there to the duelists of Sentinels. They said, hey, we're not gonna, you can play whatever you want.
I'm
play whatever
fucking
you want. And they
jeffing
did
it, chat. Are you
and they
guys
played with
jeffing it?
excellence.
I just really love
Oh
how this
my
advanced span
God.
system that we have in place just brings out so many
Look at that-
different
look at that.
compositions for every single
100
game. We get to
Thieves,
see
as
every
good as they
different
are,
character
only
play
got
at such a
2
high
kills
level
in that
that
whole
counterpicks
fucking
on
half.
counterpicks to roll out without
Nectar
using
is
all
10
your
kills.
ultimates, then re-engage. But
Gee,
looking at the
16
stats, the fact that
wow.
only 2 members of Sentinels have gone down further highlights how strong of a push that was.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting to me is they have Ultron open. Oftentimes you've got the torch going off, right? Ultron's going to be open right there in the back line. But typically it's Amazing that plays the Ultron, right? So then you would have to get the torch to Nectar, which we've seen a little bit. But maybe they switch up with Delina now, swapping to the Age of Ultron, ready to go. And look at that freeze from way downtown.
Okay, let's see this, chat. Let's see this.
Literally,
Let's see if they win this.
So far down the lane here, but Vinny moving all the way up here, just trying to control a lot more of that space, but having to look right above them. I believe you see Nectar just putting in a little bit more of that poke pressure. Right, amazing though, still doing amazing things and being the problem in this guy is Terra tries to get a kidnap.
Yeah, beautiful job there now with just great pressure and great hold. He sets up the walls and putting tons of flames on the path. He's roasting, he's toasting, he's making a barbecue as now he's pushing in Nectar here. Doing a good job getting that sustained poke in. 35% to ult, building up nicely here. Air more close, but even closer is Harvey as they push in.
Talk about flexibility, Nectar always comes to mind. They've been performing so well here and putting in the poke pressure though, and the lamps come up. Terra gets a follow-up after getting the kidnap onto Crimzo. No wall saving you, while wrapping around was Nectar, witnessing everything from the front row. Crimzo makes the quick swap up, it looks like, onto that Doctor Strange portal right back in, because they have to recontest as 100 Thieves walk up.
Yeah, great job there. Delina going to Winter Soldier a lot in Season 1 and 0. Good to see it back on the hero. And there's the kidnap from Terra right away on Crimson, just trying to survive. A good strategist play there. And Nectar with the quick dash and swipe. Harvey going down, and they may get this back.
Oh no, and that was with SGP also going down right afterwards. Nectar popped.
Good D, chat. Good D.
Dance of butterflies, which by the way, unnecessary.
Good D. Good D.
Waits
Good
for
D.
the opportunity to then find Terra right afterwards.
The ballet of blades. I mean, incredible job. I thought after the kidnap, you know,
Nectar is playing like flu
awesome
game
from the team of Kurova
Michael Jordan right now.
Them up. Nectar thirsty for more. Here looking at the parade. Oh my gosh, almost getting Harvey deleted.
Nectar damage output needs to be studied. Look at SJP caught in the line of sight. That's a projection. The pull in though, great awareness. I'll peel for your backline. Invisible boundary called in just to try to negate the damage output from Nectar and that dance of butterflies. While TTK puts a kick to the face of Nectar. The group hug coming in from the group ult as well as Delena, who tried to use that ultimate earlier, gets interrupted in the middle of that psionic seduction. Big plays here from Techie. This is the difference maker when you get to save that Emma Frost.
Oh my goodness. Not yet a huge Agamotto, but then you've got Terra throwing up and down the Wolverine as he slashes, he dashes. My God, to pick up the slam down, no questions.
We saw they swap up there
good
too.
Shit.
While TTK comes and starts continuously kicking everybody.
That is some good. Hey, listen, I'm cheering for a good game, and this is a good game, chat.
Sentinels put up a little of an electric fence there on Terra, but now he's off the leash. He's going crazy.
We are looking. Sorry, by the way, Hash. I meant to click on something else. My bad. Friendly fire.
You're gonna have to play with perfection. 100 Thieves, and we'll see what happens now as pushing forward. Vinny has something. Wow, the big kidnap and the Terror.
Oh, by the way, Rin, appreciate the pin message.
Every single time I see these Wolverine plays, man, it just looks like a crime out here. Pushing up with the Eternal Bond to then get that pick and the pressure onto Harvey. Rory's always consistent with those. The Terror came to then provide some extra help here. Techie was stunned because Terror on the other
No,
side
you're good. You're good,
is
Rin. You don't really need to do that. But what you do is, it's appreciated.
Towards human toast now, but tearing it up in the backline. Good trade.
So if anyone ever asks, they can see the pin message to see what are the bans.
Just being incredible on what she does in both consistent healing and damage. As Amazing burning down that tree, as we say it best here. 99 fire making over there.
So whoever wins this gets all the money? No.
Depends here.
Whoever wins this gets put into the grand finals, and basically that solidifies you either hitting first place or second place, which means you either get $70,000 or $30,000.
The diving for coming out forces Nectar to back away at the very end of that dance of butterflies.
Yeah, slices and dices there, and honestly, just good team awareness, not using the invisible boundary, because here comes the supernova. You're going to need it for that, but Nectar getting rid of Harvey. That's huge, because the ult was ready, and now it's going to be a lot of pressure pushed onto this team, and all on SJP as he keeps the team up here. And there's the kidnap, though. He's taking the tree back and slashes Crimso down.
Isolating Crimso again. It's the group, man. You have such a big hurt.
Wow, Terra. Terra. That 100 Thieves is scary, bro. Their whole team is scary. The way they work together and it's just phenomenal.
Fire from the sky, but it's just been extinguished.
In China, at lands, we need a rage meter on Terra because it happens real time. He's just like Wolverine. Like, the anger he gets, the better he plays. And he puts this team, quite literally, it's a Euro shooter. They're all together, but on the back at times as he's slicing and dicing, pushing forward. Vinny, though, one of the best at Groot, throwing it in now. There's only 1 minute and 36 seconds. The Groot wall separates. The person goes down, Vicky.
Oh, and everybody goes in for the group hug, but the immediate retaliation to keep everybody alive from Harvey.
Damn.
And the God of Mischief. This enables Delena in disguise, hiding behind that invisible barrier here.
Oh, he has to reload. He has to reload. Nice shots. Nice. Oh, nice shots.
Even though they were trying to contest it a little
nice fucking shots.
Yeah, they did use a lot in the on the system there. SJP and Terra close to it. We do have an internal bond to push things. Only 2 minutes and 34 seconds. That's tough on this point because there's a lot of stalling you can do. But typically, sometimes we've only seen just one fight can get it done, depending where each team meets each other. Terra, he's hunting. He's on the prowl. Animal channel on. We've got the narrator. Can he feast on some prey?
Over to your left, you'll see the wild Terra preying on the next victim on this kidnap. Terra slowly approaching that Wolverine ult as they find the 1v1, and the next victim with the follow-up from SJP, who has an invisible boundary. Techie here duking it out in the diamond form, moving up like they're on a catwalk as SJP gets the push onto Crimso on the bridge, off the map. Big picks here while Amazing still terrorizes Delena and Harvey.
Throwing down, my gosh, Terra.
God damn, bro.
Just crazy.
Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat, call 911. I just witnessed someone get murdered. Holy shit, did you see that?
Because they all did great, but SJP
fuck.
Jedi there with the push and the finish.
That was
I think it's even funnier that you
crazy.
can still see the Terra Punisher, but it's completely unnecessary because Crimso has just been falling victim to this Wolverine. Everybody with Rymazing being in the sky. You don't just need hit scan out here. The Wolverine works just the same if you're accurate in trying to get these kidnaps.
Here we go. We have Nectar going in. Rymazing Supernova time ready to go, but the kneeling is happening. TTK, one of the best at it here, throwing, separating the team is Fire Tornadoes. Which team has the fire in there to ignite the win here as they push forward? Crimso gets kidnapped, but he goes in.
Wow.
Oh, that's a big ult by Vinny. Big ult by Vinny.
Oh, what a beautiful finish.
And that was just a follow-up combo, by the way, from Harvey and the God of Mischief, and in that invisible boundary, the pull in right after the communication right now from 100 Thieves. I would love to be in that room. Yes, they don't have that same time bank, but they were able to push up
Can
little
everyone
by
just
little
type
and win every single trade.
Because
Yeah, honestly,
wow.
With points of
That was
momentum
insane.
going, Rymazing got a 2-piece
This is a
heading in
good
there, but it
game,
didn't
bro.
matter
Even
because
though like
Terra
Sentinels
does what he
rolled
does
100
best.
Thieves, 100
Every
Thieves didn't give
single
up, and they
person
still
there
managed to cap
played
it.
to
Wow.
absolute excellence. Again, we said there's that
Just
home court
wow.
advantage of being in the boot camp. Both teams, they're together in person, screaming, hollering. They want this. Can they get it?
Man, these games are so good. I love Marvel Rivals. This has been fantastic here. It looks like Terra's still going to be able to stick on that Wolverine. It's been
No,
so
I don't think it's 5
entertaining
minutes to
because
2
not
minutes.
only
I think
do
it's
you have
5
to,
minutes to 1
consider
minute.
the
4.5 minutes to
environmental,
1 minute. Hey,
just
this is
warning that
still
you have on
doable.
that bridge
100
by
Thieves
that
could
stairwell,
still win
but
this if anything.
The Invisiwoman push follow-ups that we have seen already, very consistent as we take a look at the scoreboard. 11 final hits in favor for Terra, but that's all been enabled here with some help from Harvey out here with a 33k healing thus far. And then the
TTK is
15
26
final
and
hits from
3.
Nectar, as we've also been talking about the damage output from Nectar. But
Then,
then we combine that with
Harvey
Rymazing in
is
the
doing
sky.
insane.
You could be
SJP
divided to
is
the
doing
sky,
insane.
and
Yo,
Nectar is right there
I
on the
gotta
ground
give
to
some
finish
love
up
to the
where
support
Rymazing
players
started.
more.
Exactly
Kurova,
the team on
Aramori,
tower.
Harvey,
Player showing
SJP,
that
good
he
shit.
can match TTK
These
in
support
terms of
players don't get
performance here as we're
enough
looking
love.
close neck to neck. Every single performance going to matter. And 100 Thieves on that last one, they did a 6-man group project, and everybody did their part for the first time, right? Compared to school.
Yo, what's up,
Terra
Dowkey?
Ready for the fastball special. They're throwing in their best
Oh my
player.
God,
He's
almost
looking
got
for
him.
money.
Almost got him.
The scoop on Rymazing, narrowly missing.
It's like a horror movie. Like you just have to back away and give Terra some respect at the same time. It's the Terra show, really. 100 Terras. It just sounds like a terrible thing and a scary thing to deal with if you're on the opposite side. Then you have all these members of 100 Thieves giving them that support. Sentinels, though, playing a great split-up position, though, specifically to help Rymazing put in a lot more of this damage through this choke.
Absolutely. Here is now Vinny trying to get some pressure on early. And again, 24 seconds, not a lot left. The team ults are far from coming here. Both teams are going to have to win in the neutral and push forward. And right now, it's going to be 100 Thieves with the pressure on.
Nice save. See, that's what I mean. Nice save. Like to dash out and to get healed by your teammates. Oh, they still die. See, I told you, chat. 1 minute. Hey, anything is doable still, chat.
This is the difference between having a Loki and not having a Loki. Loki getting their ultimate so
wow, what a kidnap. What another kidnap by Terra. Terra is disgusting.
No safety as
Terra's disgusting, chat.
Bond. The invisible boundary now from SJP. They cycled that together. They get right back to health as the Groot ult came out just a little late. And 100 Thieves with the timing of those ultimates now just completely taking care of Sentinels. And it was just 2 ultimates too.
That is a master class in terms of how you take a point in overtime. Vinny, are you kidding me? Too, the perfection of the walls, the cutoffs, the slam downs, insanity, the old combos. This is the best CGI budget I've seen in a Marvel film as they're pushing forward here. They've got, I mean, everything with them.
You can ban the torch out here, but you have to consider the kitty that is Wolverine coming to play. 100 Thieves have so much ready to go to contest for this next fight too, and Sentinels really only have the Supernova. The Psionic Seduction is going to be big. No way! TTK to get
no,
the
bro.
Terra
Hey.
needs to be stopped. He's doing all of this, by the way, with a messed up hand.
No. They need to stop this man, chat. They need to stop this man. He's a wanted man right now. He is a wanted man.
And they're pushing it now to the second point. They don't even need time. They just have dominance now. The Squirrels, look at the face, the emotion. That's the viewer live look as we're pushing in now. And they're up right now. Sentinel, they don't know what to do right now. They don't have much in the tank. Techie's the only one.
Yeah, and they don't really have anything to sustain themselves too against the onslaught
Bro,
damage that's about to come
what
out
is
from 100 Thieves.
chat? I don't even want to look. I don't even want to see. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off my fucking glasses so I can't see. What are they doing, bro? They had chat. 100 Thieves is rolling with only 1 minute.
That's me right now.
Fell over the score. Believe it, Delina just removing the words from the crowd here as the team pushes forward. Can they get a 3 cap on this?
With no time, they didn't need the time. Remember, they had the lackluster time back.
That is
there.
crazy.
4 minutes, and Vinny's got the group hug ready to go. Sentinels trying to play split on the very top of the stairs, holding that.
Oh my God, Tara got someone off the map. Oh my God.
Absolute perfect job here, 100 Thieves. They want more. They've gotten 2.5. That's a lifetime. Keep in mind, Sentinels have 4 minutes and 26 seconds. They're going to need all of that to match this effort thus far. This is the only thing to keep 100 Thieves in it, and they're doing exactly that as Supernova.
Oh, I don't think that was a good ult. I think he missed the Groot. He sent them right into the invisible window. Wait. Okay, chat.
But my God, Vicky.
This is a good push for a minute, bro. This is a really good push for a minute. This is going to be a crazy round.
But unfortunately, Emma Frost was right outside that invisible boundary, and then you get kicked off the map from the other side by the Emma Frost. I mean, they could have.
That was a fucking crazy push, bro.
I can't. They always live up to the call. You need a 4-minute style push to match what Sentinels can do on that first offensive push. And they get it done. I mean, an absolute clinic from 100 Thieves. Starting from the first point there, and it starts with that kidnap from the Supernova to slow down momentum. Ult's so important in this game, but even more so in overtime with everything on the line here. And here we go, taking a look at the stats. We're going to see some video game numbers from this one, quite literally here.
Damn, dude. Remember, chat, 100 Thieves, first round of this match, only had a combined 2 kills. Only 2 kills. And now look how the tables have turned.
And it's a lot of this coming in together with Harvey and SJP, the survivability right there between the Loki and Invisible Woman. They've been cycling really well between that.
Oh, hey, what's up, Fineku? I haven't seen you all day.
You have Kurova being on that Luna, you have the Cloak and Dagger, the survivability is also there, but you can't really help out your team when they're getting kidnapped by Tara on that Wolverine, and that's with a flyer being on the opposing team, and they don't even need a
what did they change from the first round?
I mean,
steroids. They injected steroids straight into their eyes.
Tara is hunting for some
straight into their eyes. They could see the future. They literally see Sentinel's next move 5 seconds before it even happens.
They just have to play somewhat well. If they do the exact same thing they did on the first point there, they can definitely get the points and maybe the win here. But this is going to be tough with the way that they're playing right now. We've got trees going up. Vinny pushing forward here, and Sentinels, they got to go full aggression.
Well, they're holding just back just because we poke pressure just to build up into some of these ultimates, but 100 Thieves playing with confidence, looking at what Sentinels is bringing out, still sticking to what was working for them prior. Techie taking a good amount of that damage, so that's some help from TTK to build into that beam.
And looking forward here, Crimso, dazed and confused here. 49% Aramori looking close, but again, Harvey's just always close. I gotta say, Loki's ult, it takes some time to charge that, but now he's at 92% already answering the call as Delina gets Techie down, and a lot of the momentum.
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. What the? Tara. No, chat. Tara. What the hell, bro? What the hell is Tara? Wow, nice plays by Techie. Nice play by Techie.
Look at Delina. Delina didn't even have chance to look behind them. You see the portal coming out, Techie coming right back in after getting that pick, and this is going to be big as they try to push up Aramori with the Eternal Bond.
Good play by Aramori. Good play by Aramori. Good stuff. Good stuff by Sentinels, but I'm scared.
Here as the portal comes in, and last time this portal came, Vicky, they did not get it, as Aramori though does get the silence on Delina, and they don't want to use too much, right? They still playing the tank, but they don't want to use it all right here, but they might have to as the invisible boundary goes up. Now Kurova throwing the dance floor down.
But they used the invisible boundary from the Loki a little too.
Oh my God, this defense is crazy. The offense is crazy as well, but the defense is insane. No fucking way they held this, bro. There's no way they held this. There is no way that 100 Thieves actually came back and held that. That's just crazy.
100 Thieves, they've got 3 left in the tank, now make it 2, but either way, Vinny about to be on the 3rd yet again as Tara slicing, dicing, Techie going down fast, and this is just rough. I mean, I can't believe my eyes. We saw a 5-minute hold from Sentinels on this point. Now we're seeing a 4-minute response from 100 Thieves. Absolute crazy.
It's just so confident the way that they've been playing this methodical too. They know that right now their position that they're holding, it's... Oh, he just got another kidnap!
There's no way. This is a Terra show.
From Deletta too, being on the Doctor Strange.
Yeah, there's just not enough.
Oh my god, this is just a Terra show. This is just a Terra show. He's literally doing the same move, and Sentinels are not doing anything about it. He's going top right, he's going top left, and then he's falling down, kidnapping someone, or using his ult. He's doing the same shit repeatedly. Now he's doing something different. He's top right. But like, come on, bro.
The way that he just slices around with his claws in my sleep. That's my face right now. Exactly like that. The squirrel on over to the other side, just watching Terra continuously get these kidnaps. Ryan Mazing's looking at every corner like, is it safe? Where is he? Where is he? He's looking behind him. He knows.
Yeah, claws out.
Oh my god, dude. This guy. I feel so bad for Rye Mazing, bro. Rye Mazing, he's getting kidnapped consistently.
He's like, I know it feels like somebody's watching me. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. The follow-ups of communication is there. They walk up. Nectar then finds Harvey, though. That's a great first pick here. That was after the Loki ult was used. The follow-up as Nectar opens the door to keep Sentinels
Okay,
in this
they
fight.
chat. They got held for 4 minutes, bro. 4 fucking minutes. Remember, 100 Thieves only had a minute. They had 4.5 minutes and they capped it with only 30 seconds remaining. Jesus Christ.
How the hell are they going to do that when Terra?
They can't lose a fight anymore. They can't lose a fight.
100% rage. This is about to be 100% win potential.
Moving up, though, having to control the space. Crimzo does not have that group hug just yet. Sentinels don't really have much compared to where 100 Thieves were at when they were able to claim that point and move around that next corner. They literally had, like, what, 4 ultimates, and now 100 Thieves pushing back around. Terra's the only one with the ultimate to try to knock them off.
As they move in here, overtime already on the clock. That's what 100 Thieves had to work with the entire time. They got the job done. Now Sentinels, will they answer the call? Terra, he is terrifying. He's throwing up his damage reduction, trying to go for the hunt there. He goes, slices, dices, goes for Crimzo, kidnaps him yet again. He's got 100 kidnaps to his name.
Ban Wolverine. Ban Wolverine. Ban Wolverine.
We see it again. It's the Kraken impact, but it's on
Ban Wolverine.
Thank you for banning Magneto. No bubble, no safety for you. Instead, all you have to deal is with
Ban
these
Wolverine.
claws, sending Terra out like he's a Pokemon sent out for 100
Ban
Thieves to
Wolverine.
hold back Sentinels.
Sentinels capped with 4 fucking minutes.
151 kidnaps by the end of this. Hey, I said it when we went into that.
100 Thieves capped with only 40 seconds. 100 Thieves pushed that far with 1 minute. Sentinels had 4.5 minutes. No.
We saw Terra eat it up on Wolverine, and it's exactly what I thought we would see going in. But then Sentinels respond with the 4-minute hit.
Hello? Yeah. Arrest Terra right now. That guy, he's murdering people live on camera right now. Arrest him. Oh my god.
Here comes Terra just like taking it out on everybody.
Oh my god.
Lobby. 51 KOs by the way. Well, TTK.
Oh my god.
I highlighted TTK a lot in the first game. Looking at the Terra show with the Wolverine though, while TTK
oh my god.
silent but deadly. Maybe not so silent when you have that big beam that just gets bigger and bigger with your damage output, but TTK's damage output is always consistently higher than either Terra's or is the highest in the entire lobby with this Emma Frost.
Sentinels played so well,
they feel
but then they got folded, chat.
Right? It's the coaching, it's the play, it's the talent, and the adjustments. I mean, how much better can you get at adjustments than losing and getting absolutely stomped in the first push? I mean, Vicky, let's call it what it was. It was pretty disgusting.
Bro, you know what's crazy about this game as well? You know what? You know who Terra reminds me of, chat?
50%, it goes to 100, and bam, it's
Terra reminds me of
I'm just thinking about Ryan Mazing, like, think about the
me.
mental, right? Like as a competitor,
if I was in the tournament,
ready for your next map. Like, did Ryan Mazing even have the opportunity?
Like
to
this is what I would be doing.
Honestly, no. I mean, if he was not eliminated or dead, he was just looking for Terra, and then Terra was always around the corner that he wasn't expecting. It's like watching a MCU film, and you're like, oh.
Well, how are you gonna give? Okay, listen. SJP is a great player. He's amazing on the support role. But how are you, chat? I'm not trying to be toxic. I think Terra deserves MVP of that round. That is wild.
But yeah, SJP coming through with the Invisible Woman, and that side by side.
What crack are they smoking? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't do drugs, but hey, listen.
But
if that's what
SJP
crack
with the
gets you,
timing on
chat,
these
I'll do
invisible
crack.
boundaries were fantastic. I mean, it really took the Emma Frost from the opposing side, from Techie specifically, to try to force a lot of these individual members outside of the invisible boundary, which is where we saw some picks actually in the very beginning.
American Horror Story featuring Tara. I mean, that's what that felt like. We're months away from October, but it felt like right amazing. Again, Nightmares in the Sleep 2-0 right now. We thought this one was
What was that, Jay? Support doesn't deserve
honestly,
MVP? No, don't get me wrong.
But right now,
Support players
win-loss
deserve
is
their
a different story.
recognition.
100 Thieves,
But
they
I'm
need
sorry,
one more to
did
advance
we
to the
not
grand
just
finals,
witness
send
what
Sentinels
Tara
down
just
to the
did?
lower
That was a
bracket where they'll
Tara
face
show.
Either Shroud X or Envy.
I guess you could say that was
Sweat. Like, this is
Tara
insane. Can't believe they're
rising.
coming off the game, and this is nuts.
Was it you and I that had this team like taking it, right? I believe
my
so. It was
God.
100 Thieves. We thought it was gonna possibly go like 3-1 or so, but it's just been dominant.
Are you laughing at me?
Yeah, I think I had 3-2, 100 Thieves taking it at the end of my prediction.
Was that at me?
And right now, I mean,
Hey.
I don't even like my own prediction because it looks like it could just be a full sweep. But hey,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
the
No, like, no,
Sentinels. They
chat.
can do it
Jokes
back down
aside,
to
though.
Thieves.
Jokes
Don't go anywhere.
aside.
We're gonna get a
Jokes
match
aside.
every time.
Tara literally played Terra-ific. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Boba. You're trying to sleep. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess you could say that was very Terra bull for Sentinels. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I know why you guys watch my stream all the time. I'm so fucking funny. Wait, why did I just lose 400 viewers? What the fuck? Bro. That's insane, bro. That was it. Yo, Ramtasy, I appreciate the massive 5 gifted subs. Absolutely insane. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Ay, ay, ay. That's insane, chat. That was a fucking insane game, bro. That was an insane game. That is insane, bro. Oh. I think you're gonna need a permaban Wolverine, bro. If you don't permaban Wolverine, bro, I think we could all say you're probably trolling. That was crazy.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back from the break. While you guys were gone, I went to Cameo. I saw if maybe Hugh Jackman could just say, hey, you can have my role. I mean, like, it deserves it at this point, Tara, with the performance there. But also, Vicky, we have not seen, as we're going into this next match, we have not seen Sentinels have both Cap and Mag out, and this game plan is working to every bit of their favor. I can promise you that the yellow and blue is being banned. As we look at Tara's player stats, look at this.
Dude, literally 51-8. Like, are you kidding me? The 20 final hits on top of it all, and then you also have to like consider like your eyes watering when you get beamed from behind by TTK. Then Delena,
that's fucking crazy, bro.
Pinging you from afar, whether it be on the Hella or whoever else Delena's been playing, like to the Psylocke too, because just the damage output, it sneaks up on you, and then the follow-ups are there. Terra with these kidnaps, I mean, this is what happens when you don't have a Magneto, right? When you don't have those bubbles, Magneto being banned for both of these teams, and I don't believe either of these teams have a Hulk, right? So that would be like the extra bit of a cherry on top when it comes to trying to protect yourself from a lot more of these kidnaps.
Yeah, I mean, the man gets 50 limbs like it's nothing. I mean, he constantly gets it. He doesn't even play on the main server all the time. He's always on just the competitive server there because he likes it there. Like, to keep himself entertained, does he set new bars? Like, I don't know, but right now the bar is set pretty dang high. Right, Amazing, by the way?
Okay.
He died 17 times. I would say about 15 of those were via kidnap.
Literally did not get to play those last 2 rounds. Like, Amazing started like seeing demons living rent-free in his head, was looking behind him, looking for the ghost. And
Okay, chat,
right now,
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys.
Just need to take one more game.
As a
to be
pro
moving
player,
on to
how
the
do you
grand
counter
finals.
Wolves? Ban
Yeah,
Wolf.
and that's
Ban him.
what a way. We saw yesterday what Amazing
Ban
can
him.
do. The Jarvis clip that how he can carry their team so well.
What's up?
It was the Amazing show yesterday, and the game plan going in. I said both
No,
these
there's
teams are
one
gonna be
more after
prepared.
this.
Remix. He's got these boys ready to go.
How are my
because they
jokes?
just
Be honest with
completely
me.
Put on a clinic on Amazing, shutting down Sentinels with him.
Looking to see the change-ups here as the Magneto
How are my
ban
jokes?
comes into place. That's going to be Sentinels looking at
My jokes were
100 Thieves while they
terrifying.
get to save the Emma.
What the hell? I heard you laugh.
Now looking here again, same game plan. Why switch it up? You would have to think Wolverine is gonna go here. The MSA perfect. Love it for TTK. What they've been doing, obviously, as we highlighted before, the damage numbers insane.
Go sleep with
53
your mom.
eliminations.
She's
If you
going
thought
to
51
bed.
was crazy, 53
sleep
there
with
from
your mom.
TTK. The man is just a menace, no matter who he plays on. Now, in my opinion, just the Vanguard.
Sentinels.
You hear about Sparker in
Hey,
EMEA,
Sentinels,
but
you're
right there with
you're
this
forgetting
fight, man,
something.
is so awesome because I think we've got two of the best
Chat, is this working?
on this team. It's insane here.
Sentinels, you're
I can't
forgetting
even
something.
believe, like, you bringing that up just gets me so hyped because
Sentinels.
who knows? Like, what is even going to happen when
Sentinels.
the Clash of Titans at this point just comes
Don't do
together
this to me, Sentinels.
in
You're
an
forgetting
environment
something.
Like this, as the Luna, the Torch is off the table, the Loki being protected, though, once again.
Sentinels.
To those strengths. We see TTK popping
You have
off
5
on
seconds.
Arrow Frost.
Sentinels.
Harvey obviously has been a very important asset.
Thank
with the
fucking
Loki.
God,
And
chat.
even if they decide
Jesus
to-
Christ,
well,
I
they
got
did decide
scared.
to ban the Luna, they won't
I
have
got
the
scared.
combination of the Loki Luna.
I got
but
so
SJP
stressed for them. I think
has just
oh.
allowed them to really thrive.
Oh my God.
There goes Wolverine. We knew it was going to happen. Again, as Qui-Gon Jinn said, there's always a bigger fish, right? There's always these titans and these.
Yo, leader
but
of
there's always
Cola.
a
Appreciate the
bigger
massive new
fish.
tier
There's
1
always
sub as
somebody
well.
to take
Appreciate it,
them
my friend.
down.
Appreciate it.
It'll be
Appreciate
fun
it.
to see it clash here. Got the save for Air Mori on Cloak and Dagger. I think that was good and important for them as they've lost access to Loki at this point. But the triple res being shut down again. 100 Thieves sticking to the same game plan.
Sentinels, though, if they want to, they could utilize the Torch at some point. We're going to have to see if maybe that's what Amazing leans into, because
Thank you for the drops. Hey, no
see
problem,
the
man.
Torch
Hey,
ban
chat, I'm just going to
onto
say,
them.
whenever there is
No
drops
Mantis,
for
obviously,
Overwatch or
no
more of
Res
Rivals,
Combat
hey,
Sentinels
I'm your
have a
guy.
lot
Come to
of
my
strength
stream.
on.
Look how
Obviously
long
still
I've been
getting
streaming for.
target ban
14
too
and a
from
half
Crimson
hours.
and that
I
Captain
got you
America,
guys.
but if
Also,
you're Groot,
Rin,
the last thing
appreciate
you
you
wanna
as
think
well.
about
You
is
are
that
legit
Wolverine, which is why
carrying
they
as well.
prioritize knocking Wolverine away
Thank you,
from
thank
here.
you.
Look at Amazing. He has access to Human Torch, but he's like, nah, I'm going to go to Jarvis. You can have, I mean, again, 100 Thieves are saying, Jarvis, give Amazing all the armor, whatever he chooses, and he does choose Tony Stark. He's going with Iron Man here. We saw yesterday, or if you didn't see yesterday, absolute chaos erupted. Amazing was able to get some huge shots there. And even after that domination, it's still razor-thin margins.
Yeah, 60 to 40%. Although we saw the change up from you guys in the chat for that first game.
Yo,
but I
leader,
love
appreciate
how
that
we've been able
1,000
to see
bits.
this develop across the last 2 games
Yeah.
alone. Now going into this
If there's
third
any
game,
drops,
man,
chat,
it's
just come to my
been
channel. I
insane
got
to
you
see the
guys.
growth
I got
of
you,
both these
Keiki.
teams bringing into a different composition, these advanced target bands too. So we get to see the Squirrel having their own little solo one-off as a pianist.
And they are going to be looking to create a symphony, hitting every note, every elimination. Right, Mason, we have not seen him play Magic since season 0. Maybe it's just a quick pick for some picks here. As wow, man, love seeing some Magic. He's going immediately for the Raccoon.
Can we get another dad joke? Ramsey, I gotta work on that, man.
They like to spawn camp whenever you're on defense here with the triple Vanguard, triple support approach.
Oof, just duking it out, finding some of these trades here. 2 away, make it 3 off of Sentinels. Great hold here. Under Thieves, though, knocking them down as the Sentinels have that spawn room advantage right behind them and taking out Terra.
Nice. Hey, they took out the spawn camp instantly. Good shit, Sentinels. Good shit. Okay, as much as I've been glazing 100 Thieves chat, I'm going to start glazing Sentinels just because I want to be able to see a good series, and I don't want it to end in a 3-0. Wind, appreciate the massive gift this up, my friend. Can we get another reverse sweep?
Oppressive Vanguards, the triple Vanguard, the triple support coming out to re-engage. The Terror Cape to follow up. Harvey slowly approaching that ultimate, but SJP needs to stay alive. Over to the side, stuck in a corner though. Techie understanding the assignment, noting what to focus on first, as Sentinels did not have to waste any
wow, that was a...
Bringing them right into limbo, right? Amazing, great job.
Wait, this is they're playing Magic? We don't see a lot of Magic in this tournament chat.
Power Rangers going morphin time. They've got Dark Child here for some quick hits. Dark Child can pop off with the correct support. They don't have the mag though to keep it alive, so they're gonna have to do something, maybe the Eternal Bond to give them the path to victory.
Do have that to at least sustain themselves for
Wind! Appreciate the massive gets us up again, my friend. Wait, chat's popping off. Appreciate you guys.
Mischief as Techie uses that choke grab to just get out of sight, just to close in the distance with the rest of Sentinels. By the way, it is also crazy to see that Amazing sticking to this Magic, something that we don't ever really get to see at all, and still finding these picks while having that Magic ultimate and looking for an opportunity to follow up with Nectar.
We talked about their flexibility. We're seeing it right here. By the way, Techie with the sick tech jumping on that bus as now they're going in, and there's Mason with the slice of the dice. It's not Wolverine, it's Magic, and Dark Child's still ready to pop off here. Not using the ult,
damn, bro.
Damn. The whole team here. And
damn.
Again, we saw this on Central Park.
Damn. I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I love 100 Thieves right now with the way they're playing, I hope they never touch that comp again.
Hovered over the Iron Man, the Magic this time. Is there anything Amazing can't play at this point? I mean, yes, you wanted to stick to that torch that last game, but you can tell Amazing's upset. Playing to the strengths, too, of Midtown specifically, especially when you're up close and personal by the second point.
Absolutely, here is now pushing in here. We've got Sentinels going.
Yeah, I don't know why Terra doesn't play Punisher.
Again, if they lose here, they are down to the lower
nice.
bracket.
Oh, nice hook. Nice hook. Nice hook. Nice hook. Wind again. I appreciate the massive get this up.
My God, gotta catch a ball, Vicky.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Oh, okay, okay. Notice how they got off that god-awful comp
instead and gets the follow, finding 2
and started fucking rolling on their normal stuff. I like that.
You don't even need the Wolverine to get the kidnap. Terra could just do it with everybody.
He's playing mystery heroes at this point. And again, the unsung roles got to get some love too. I mean, the Vanguard play, just perfection. Harvey and Team SJP got 3 picks there. Incredible job at Loki. And
Jesus! Appreciate the master 20 months.
But guess what? Crack and impact. As if Terra wasn't the avalanche enough, he's got...
Wait, did he cancel that ult?
No way! The group
nice!
They felt that they took
chat. They pissed Sentinels off, bro. Amazing is on the Iron Man.
That's just what you look for. They've got
remember yesterday when we saw Amazing go Iron Man?
2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. We've got the dance floor and Eternal Bond ready, and Amazing did get a nice little 2-piece there with Jarvis and co. As he's got the maximum pulse. Can he make big use of it?
Got the again and again ready to rotate through the Kraken impact. Maximum pulse now coming in from Amazing. Isn't going to be able to find anything. Great shield placement too from the other
He's
side.
already at 25% ult. Jesus.
Just forcing Sentinels to back away. Tries to hold that momentum as the copy comes in from SJP. See with the God of Mischief copies, it's going to be on.
Yo, pollinated. Appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend. Sorry, I'll get to everyone in chat after this.
Ready to go. They had to wait out for that Lunarstorm ultimate first, and they try to cut off the healing again as Terra continuously finds Amazing.
Rips the batteries right out of Jarvis. It's a terrible thing to witness here as Vinny throwing in the absolute GOAT.
Good fucking play by Armory. Good stuff.
Eternal Bond is going to help with the sustain. We do have the Dance of Butterflies that get the huge pick on Terra, but the Lina trades instantly matching note for note with Amazing.
Good play, good play, good play.
Sentinels on top here with 3-4. They've got the point.
Together with Techie 2, gonna be able to wrap all the way around after clearing.
Wait, there's someone behind them still.
But they're looking behind them. They know
there's someone
that
behind them
something
still.
is amiss. There's somebody.
Yo,
else that
Wind! I appreciate the massive 10 get the subs as well. You're crazy, Wind. You are tied for 3rd place in gifted subs for the week. I appreciate it. Absolutely massive. Everyone following the stream as well. Appreciate it.
This is going to be a little bit of a neutral fight. Here's the seduction that happens. It's just so fun watching these two teams strategically go at this point hold here. Becky backing up, and Sentinels now backing up, trying to reset Vicky.
I want to see Delena's positioning. Vinny's waiting for the green light here. It's going to be the ready go between Delena and Vinny, and Delena's going to try to open things up with the dance of butterflies, jumping right in. According to Q, Aramorty and Kurova become the victims of this harassment. They knew something was about, and before they realize it, they just get jumped. A complete takeover from 100 Thieves.
That was an absolute symphony. I mean, perfect, hitting every single note. Vinny with the quick swap to Steve Rogers. He can do it all freaking day. I mean, it's crazy because you have to sustain to survive that damage from the Dance of the Butterflies, but not when you have Captain America's shield right up your gut.
It's just so much, too. You have to split that focus. Everyone's turning right behind you. The Psionic Seduction just to at least clear the space around this next corner to also isolate the problem that's on the other side. That may be Delena Terra. Right, amazing. He's got a family. He's been already dead for like the last 3 times. The Dance of Butterfly trying to get the
oh no. Oh, still got one. That's good. That's good. Got 2 people. Got 2 people.
Over to the Dance of the Fate of Both Worlds. Pulse Charge does find Vinny, though. That's a big pick. 100 Thieves now losing out on 3.
Yeah, Civil War out there as Iron Man does eliminate Captain America, but this time Steve not getting the finish he wanted here. Right, Mason putting on the pressure here. Beautiful job as he's also going to get the beam right onto TTK. One of the few ways to take down that diamond form and the reduction. Now Aramori's got the Eternal Bond to help push him forward a bit, but right now 100 Thieves, they've got the sustain with Vinny. They've got Terra and the Kraken Impact. This is going to be a really tough 3rd point with 46 seconds.
See how they're going to be able to hold this with Aramori coming in with the Eternal Bond. Crimzo slowly approaching that group ultimate 2, the group hug. While 100 Thieves have just so much more to work with, you can already see Delena getting into position, by the way, in that invisibility. Helping that together with the Emma Frost team up. TTK having that Psionic Seduction to try to negate that from Aramori to push in.
Yeah, just 2 duelists playing all-oop with each other, right? And slamming.
Oh, no, no, no. Aramori tried to save, Aramori tried to save Kurova, but couldn't do that.
Use the Eternal Bond. We have Avengers assembling, 100 Thieves pushing in with Vinny now with the Kraken Impact. It's 1. Let's go ahead and make it 2.
Oh, he should have just went for he should have just went for the tank.
Vicky, and he's putting the pressure down. Clawed up, down, uppercut, shot.
Oh, what a save on the Groot. What a save on the Groot. Good shit by Kurova. Right, amazing with the extra 2 kills as well, chat.
They clear out 100 Thieves. They come in to recontest at the perfect time as the portal comes out just in case for some safety from Sentinels.
Hey, that was some good D. That was some good D, but better offense,
chat. All the way to the finish line.
Hey, Sentinels managed to cap the whole map again.
Honestly, surviving the Kraken Impact, right? They only got 1.
Can they defend?
It's a minimum 3. I think it's literally in the abilities description under Terra there, but they were able to survive that with the early pick on Kurova too. Like 100 Thieves, they executed that to perfection. But that's what Iron Man and, more importantly, Roy Mason can do to flip the
script. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. I gotta
masterclass, allowing themselves to claim that point. That was looking really shaky. When Kurova was focused, out of position specifically, it could have been that Delena was able to get the pick earlier on, knew that Kurova was going to come out, was a little behind, and still was able to get a back-to-back stagger. That was scary there, but it did allow Kurova to at least re-engage with the Luna dance-off after following up with Roy Mason and that Iron Man ultimate.
As we look at the stats here across the board, Crimzo honestly doing a lot for this team. It's the silent assassins often group, one of the most silent, right? But he often speaks the volumes that we see here. TTK, Techie, both doing a great job, but Techie now putting on a 28-2 show. Not only, again, showcasing the Olymp potential, but the survivability is what gave him so much pressure.
Look at these stats here. Even though it seems pretty inflated out here, looking at Roy Mason with the 13 final hits, 11 looking at the other side. Nectar really been able to pop off. It's 100 Thieves that have been doing a really good job in terms of their positioning. Terra coming in on the Punisher, though. Better late than never, as I always say. And it's a great map to utilize it when you look to the sky, as Roy Mason's been the problem on the Iron Man.
Yeah, we've seen this Prank Castle story before, and it doesn't end pretty here. It's often 50k damage, 50 eliminations as he's pushing forward here. He wants to up those numbers.
Okay, chat, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything?
Just narrowly, and why do we?
Is this the first fight? Oh, sorry, I had to go to the bathroom.
Tony, as Amazing is going to look to get pressure with the hit scan, but no, it's Sentinels putting on a great performance of teamwork here. My goodness.
Even better for them when they hold on this spot specifically. There's a lot of the
Wait, what the hell?
But they still found him trying to get back to the rest of the team. That was actually crazy. Delena thinking that you could get away right on time, but the beautiful communication.
I didn't poop,
Nectar
bro.
and Techie as Techie repositions off that high ground before dropping down.
Yeah, we're amazing able to get this ult so quickly here too. Crimzo almost has the entanglement. This is going to be a giant setup if they can do so correctly.
Oh, what a block, bro. What a block.
Hey, from goodness, TTK with the shield on Emma. That's incredible.
Dude, the reaction was actually insane there. TTK gets the MVP just for that save, but it's not going to be enough, it looks like, because Techie has built up so much of this damage thanks to Vinny being on that group, setting up these group walls here. They get the follow. They finally take Techie down. Nectar tries to follow up here, too, after finding SJP. The group hug from Vinny, though, trying to funnel all the rest of Sentinels in that side room. They're playing split up, though. Great positioning for them and to avoid the final judgment.
It's just chess with explosions as now Terra.
Holy shit, Terra on the fucking DPS, chat. On the fucking Punisher. You don't want that man on Punisher, chat. You don't want that man on Punisher. That's a scary sight. That's a scary sight.
Delena on one corner, like on one side of the sandwich, while Terra on the other. But this also means that they had
good shit by Terra, Delena as well.
SJP, the only one with the ultimate for the next fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's just emptying the clip and filling the feed. I mean, it's what he does best here now on the turret. Great position here, pushing it out. We've got TTK trying to get that early pressure on. Now, in the set of Sentinels, we've got the maximum pulse yet again. He's going to have to look out for TTK and that awareness this time, but the internal bond is going to help them with that sustain. And honestly, a great hold so far, Vicky. 1 minute, 38 seconds left. Oh, it's
right bro. The shields, man, the shields.
Yeah, not point blank, not this time around here too. Gets blocked out. Techie too, being able to find Terra. That's 2 out for 100 Thieves, and they don't want to go back to the drawing board. They don't want to go back to the spawn. Psionic Seduction now coming in just to re-engage, because at least with Harvey coming in, you will have the eternal bond in this next fight.
And I've got to say, Nectar's just getting such crucial eliminations in the back line. Oftentimes, again, there's a story that we don't see written, but right
good shit by Techie.
It's Delena with the quick poke of neutral. Now, Terra coming back as strange. We've seen them do that before, and it has helped them massively while they get the portal and the pressure. 56 seconds. There's the dance with the butterflies. Can they get a piece of it? Nectar slicing, dicing.
Oh, wow. What a grab, bro. What a grab.
Wow, the timing on those lamps, too, from SJP
what a grab.
So on point. Talk about the awareness from TTK to look right behind them. You wait till the very end of the dance of butterflies, then you activate the low-key lanterns just to stay alive. SJP was not worried, did not to utilize that ultimate coming right back in.
Oh, he's getting so many what do you call it, ults, but there's the past few have not gotten any value, chat.
Again, I would say I haven't seen this many lights since New Year's Eve in New York, but we're here, we're in New York, and it's matching the hype that we would see on the countdown as Crimzo 88% air Mori to follow Techie close behind. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Great job. They got all 3 points, Vic. So right now, Sentinel's still very much in charge of this defensive effort.
It's looking like front row seats right here in Times Square. It's just the amount of counter picking that we're seeing. The lights just burning and ingrained in your corneas. Now you have 2 ultimates. Techie's opening things up first with the Sonic Seduction. Great wall, though, just to allow them to reposition. Gets the copy here from SJP to allow the pathing because they're limited on time. 2 minutes now, less than 15 seconds here as Amazing gets taken out.
Dashing through the snow, Amazing out of the fight here now, pushing forward. Crimzo trying to just stay through this internal bond to keep himself alive. TTK though wants every bit of it. Turret on maximum overdrive here as the group goes out. TTK eliminates Crimzo, but the dash, we do get a trade in Duelist. They're doing a great job to stall.
Oh, but going right back in, Kurova's slowly approaching that fate of both worlds, but too little, too late here. While 100 Thieves have
wait. Why is there cloak and dagger all the way over there, bro?
A lot of space being built up. Vinny having that the group hug, while the rest of Sentinels are staggered in.
Just TTK, tactical team killer. I mean, this guy, it's crazy what he can do at the helm of a Vanguard. Now Terra on the top with that shotgun, ready to lock and load. Kurova. Scott.
Okay. Bro, chat, what am I watching, bro? What am I watching?
Amazing in the team. That was crazy. Terra with the final judgment. Sentinels did have the answer, though, try to prevent and stall as long as possible on the second point just to waste more out of the time bank. Worth it at least for them to use that fate of both worlds to come right back into the portal. But again, it's just to take away from that time bank. They get to the second checkpoint. They have now an additional minute on the clock with 2 minutes.
Yeah, cleaning up the scraps there with the shotgun. We've got the maximum pulse. The duel's ready to rock. 2 minutes again. Not a lot of time, but as we saw from the last map, Vicky, they don't need much time to get the push on, right? They only used the overtime previously. Now as Vinny leading the charge here and the aggression. And this is the thing about Loki, right? You can just set up those clones and have a little small army pushed by the cart.
Depending on how they rotate through these ultimates, though, and the impact, they will be able to win at least these next 2 fights to get this payload to that second corner. Psionic Seduction is going to open things up. And amazing with the maximum pulse.
Ay, man.
The way that they kited it away, bursting right into that ground. Then you have the dance of butterflies from Nectar. Currently, Sentinels have just thrown out everything. The Psionic Seduction will come out online, but you fall before
Oh
you can
no,
even use
chat.
it.
I mean, at least Sentinel's capped, man. At least Sentinel's capped, but this is looking very scary.
Cooldowns, they're crying. No one's breathing. It's pure pressure as they push in here. Vinny's got that entanglement ready to rock. And at this point, minute 23 seconds left. Sentinels, they got 3. 100 Thieves look to match it now as we've got the quick swap. Amazing going and trying to put some pressure on in a different way.
Korova having the fate of both worlds, though, in this next fight. That's why they time to contest and suffer as long as possible. Nice. Gets into the turret, so that way you don't get affected by the Psionic Seduction right before those group walls come in. You get to iframe right through.
What happens if Sentinels lose? No China? No, if Sentinels loses, then they're still going to China, but they go to the lower bracket. And they play whoever wins between NB and Shroud X.
Yes, the dance up from Korova comes in, but they'll have only one more re-engagement for this next fight.
That's a massive pick and a massive.
That's a good defense from Sentinels. All they gotta do is one more fight, chat.
So he'll be set up for the
one more fight.
For the final fight. Looking at both teams, they're both fully loaded, so we're about to see an absolute drop of the base, and not just from a Luna.
Vigilante Justice on the horizon. Terra having that final judgment. Psionic Seduction, though, they have to desperately contest the point. You got now less than 15 seconds, but you have all the tools in your pocket to try to take this fight, cycling through this. A supernova.
Are you going for Sentinels?
Crimson going down first. The follow.
I mean,
Vinny and the group of Delena.
I think I have more friends on Sentinels, but I'm rooting for a good game. I'm rooting for Sentinels right now because they're down 2-0. I want to see a very close series. I don't want it to be a 3-0.
And they're not going to be able to push enough. Yes, you've got a tree, but it's not going to be. Oh, wow. We do get the griddle off and the slash. But Delena and Nectar both at the same time, like in harmony with the dance. It's going to be 100 Thieves, so getting 1, 2, make it 3.
They capped.
And they get 3 points to match Sentinels.
Harvey coming through the eternal bond just to keep everybody alive out of the Gru ult was big. No strangling prison. Nobody's getting strangled this case around. And even with no time at the time back, we saw this cozy. We saw this very similar in our last map.
Do you know any servers that do pick up scrims on Discord?
The way that we saw Sentinels
no, man. I'm sorry. I'm just a streamer, man.
As long as possible. Their game plan was to try to deplete as
I don't
much
usually
away
do
from that
scrims or
time bank
anything.
as possible.
Yeah, I mean, they had everything answered there. And honestly, though, if it wasn't TTK to answer Jarvis, all right, it was then Harvey with the quick cloak. At that one point, we saw one where Harvey got a cloak off everybody, and the iframe's done, right? Couldn't get through that. They had an answer every single time, and you only have milliseconds to prepare for that. So just great job from them, forcing the swap and ultimately getting the job done. And it's all Vinny, too, I got to say. Great performance from him at the end. A couple hits there in the melees. What, 3 limbs to open things up?
Yeah, and also just forcing Amazing off of that Iron Man, like we saw like TTK get the block 3 times back to back. When those ultimates are not landing, you have to make some changes. And Supernova is a lot easier to CC and control a lot of more of that damage output in that short amount of space. A lot better than an Iron Man that keeps getting blocked.
Right, Amazing and Terra's stats are almost neck for neck. Yes, Terra's gonna get that 50k, but Right Amazing right behind him with a smidge more E-limbs here as pushing forward. We've got yet again, we had a quick magic show, but it's back to Torch as he's throwing down, trying to get rid of that turret and that pressure immediately and counter with his own pressure here, Vicky, forcing him into the room in the restaurant now. But Vinny, he wants all of it.
Amazing bang on this torch now. Crimzo moving all the way up. It's the group right here in this alleyway that just has so much space to build up, but it's the poke pressure just to build into these ultimates. And look at Terra, who's already at 64% as he's the first one to get the pick onto Amazing.
Absolutely.
Chat. This is getting scary for Sentinels. Up, Sentinels got to pick though.
Taking him down. The trade, though, we've seen this time after time. It's the Psylocke battle over and over here as we've got the attack of the clothes. Vinny now looking for more. This right now has been a great defensive effort. Nothing to come from it. 67 seconds. Can Jarvis get this thing charged up? Crimso has his part ready. Entanglement coming though in form of Vinny.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank god they killed Terra, bro. If they didn't kill Terra, Terra was gonna fucking be insane. And that's really good because they used 3 ults for that, chat. That they used, actually, did they use 4? Did Delena get stunned? Because he went to 50%. Or did he always have 50%, chat? But yeah, that's crazy, bro. They used 3 good ults. They used their Loki, they used their Groot, and their, what do you call it? Punisher.
And now he's got him over to Bucky. Harvey and TTK ready to respond. Right, Amazing. Can he land? He's gotten 2 so far. Can he make it more there?
Wait, did Crimzo? I heard
Nectar. Once more, there's the pulse charge. It goes down, and Vinny takes a lot of hits.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, why did he? Okay, that's why he wasn't at percentage. I know he lost the 1v1, but
man, what was that? 1 for 4, 1 for 5.
wow, that guy did not die. That's crazy. Good heals from Kurova.
Blocking you out instead. Kurova finishes off with the fate of both worlds as the dance of butterflies is greenlit here. Nectar finding SJP, finally trying to see what they can do here as Sentinels are in trouble. Techie goes down with the psionic seduction and now trying to fly away, trying to get some cover.
Oh my god, look at Right Amazing with all the dodges. Oh, but he couldn't dodge that at the end.
An impossible fight to take whenever you're Iron Man versus a not only Psylocke but Delena that close. But honestly, they're still keeping the jump. Nectar right now is absolutely controlling this point, slicing and dicing.
Oh my god, 2 portals right next to each other. Uh-oh.
Yet again from them. Crimzo as the entanglement. Oh, it's the Nectar show.
Don't forget about Nectar. It's mango season out here. Group hug for Crimzo to find everybody. Sentinels.
Damn, bro.
Aramori had got an Eternal Bond like twice, by the way. They still cannot get off this point. Look at the sliver of pixels left for that overtime clock.
And Zeki with the mystical mic drop coming in with Strange getting the 2-piece. We've got a Kraken impact. Obviously, that's going to put a stop to some things here. But right now, Sentinels, they've had an answer.
Fuck, bro.
Amazing looking calm as a dang cucumber. Pushing forward here. Doesn't need any ult to put the pressure on. Does have that ult there.
What, right? What?
The overdrive, Vicky putting the pressure out. Can we get a 2 for 5?
Nectar trying to force out one of the ultimates here.
Oh no, I think that was Crimzo's wall too. I think that was Crimzo's wall. His own teammate fucked him up, chat.
Too much pressure, and that was the Techie who just activated the
no, bro.
Oh no, they got off when they were still alive, but it was a lot of pressure, but they were just trying to kite away from the ultimates.
Bro, what's up?
You hate to see the S9,
Saphira, how you doing? How you doing?
News, all right? That
bro,
was a hell of a lot better push than they thought
chat.
they would get.
Yeah.
When it was almost stopped there at the front.
They walled off their own ult and then they got off the point, bro. That's not good.
The defensive plan to make sure they don't get sent to the lower bracket. Right now, guys, if you're just now coming in, this game could push down Sentinels and move 100 Thieves to the grand finale, which at this point, home court. They've been there so many times, they're looking to do it again.
A lot on the line here. Sentinels tournament lives from the winner's side at stake. 100 Thieves.
6 a.m. God damn, where do you live?
Sitting in the grand finals as we take
Probably
a look
the
at these stats
UK,
right now.
right?
71,000 damage blocked for Vinny, but even crazier, 101,000 damage blocked from Crimzo.
I'm stressed. You know, there's actually a really good thing that I do when I usually get stressed. I usually sub to my favorite streamer, Jay3. It makes me feel really good about myself.
Again, this is like my career stats across every role.
Yo, Winchester! Appreciate the massive 5 gifted subs, my friend.
They're both going to land. They both get to see each other in person.
You thought I was going to give actual advice? When do I ever actually give advice?
Let's get this
Germany,
here.
WW.
Delena already looking to get position in the high ground, looking around to see where Nectar is, because Nectar has really come to life thus far. The silent but deadly killer before dropping down.
Silent but deadly. That's what Emily calls me.
For SJP and utilize that mental projection with a damage output.
Click, click, boom. It was two clicks, and it was over. The slice and dice to perfection. That's as good as the combos you get. Hey, let's make it another. Nectar putting on a performance.
Still.
I do not remember that win.
Nectar right now feeling themselves with the way that they've been able to play up on this high ground. Time bank ticking away. You got less than 20 seconds.
Hey,
left.
what's
You're
up,
on
SBD?
Thieves.
That's awesome. I appreciate it. And Fnaku!
It's crazy the effort here. Crimson now.
Oh, sorry.
with the
Fnaku,
big
tier
hit in the
2 for
trade
1
on Vinny.
year.
This could be the
Absolutely
win for Sentinels. They
crazy.
gotta clean it up here, and it's at the hands of Nectar right now. Looking cool as he pushes in. Terra getting close to the final. There it is. Jarvis throwing it down.
What is going on? Oh, that's a big ult. That's a big ult. That's a big ult. We're going to another match, chat.
Is all you need. Every dash,
I think.
precision,
I don't know.
every slice is
Probably not.
calculated. Getting out of there, staying alive, Vicky.
It's going to be even bigger, though, if Delena could boost up the stance of butterflies here right on time after Harvey had used the Eternal Bond. It's about to run out, and it's better timing for Nectar. Techie rides Vinny after the group hug.
No way, bro.
Really
No
trying to
way
get
this
to
is
the
still
point as
going.
Overtime is taking away from them. This is going to allow Terra to have the pathing, follow the yellow brick road, taking so much of that damage, even with the Eternal Bond at their feet.
Here comes Friday the 13th. Can they respond to the horror movie and get out of there alive? TTK, though, taking them in, and Delena deleting them out now as they're pushing forward. Overtime clicking. They're going to have an insane offensive effort. They have a long way to go with the yellow going. Shotgun pushing. Nectar trying to get the trade, but no, it's going to be instead.
Oh, he got one. He got the main character. That's good.
Connection on Terra.
It took a little bit here. I believe that's like 2 for 5 or 6 after your own teammate blocked out your previous ult, but the group hug now from Crimzo. Aramori with the Eternal Bond brings everybody together as Crimzo in a deadly hug finds Harvey and SJP. This only leaves Delena.
Oh my god, they fucking won, chat. Good shit by Sentinels. That was a very, all these maps are very, very hard fought from both teams. That was insane, bro. That was insane.
Even with things not going their way, one person steps up. Aramori getting the MVP. Congratulations on Cloak and Dagger as we look at the 2-1 effort and we go to game number 4. Look at take a look. Take a look at these
Oh my
stats.
goodness.
Holy shit, Kurova with 93,000 healing. Aramori with 62 assists and also 77.7 thousand healing. SJB and Harvey both have 70,000 healing. Terra has almost 60,000 damage. Amazing almost has 60,000 damage. Crimzo has 117,000 damage blocked. Jesus Christ.
Both with 62 assists.
Yeah, I mean, nearly 200k healing.
Yo, Pecker as well with another massive dono on YouTube. I appreciate it.
Right? Techie,
And Fnaku though, appreciate the massive tier 2 for 1 year.
Crimzo, I mean,
You better say thank you to me.
So much potential behind that Groot and what he's able to do, and they got rid of Wolverine. That was the big difference maker, right? Getting rid of the slasher of what has been the horror film so far. But this time, the only one laughing is Sentinels. Insane job.
You know that real quick, with both these teams being in person and talking to one another in the tournament room, I would love to hear what Amazing had to say to Crimzo when we saw that big block before that second checkpoint. I could only just imagine the comms probably just sounded insane. And then the diving, the 1, 2, 3.
You know what? I'm actually very happy about this team. I'm very about these two teams going to China though. Both of these teams actually really deserve it. They are playing lights out right now.
We kind of saw that going into the MRC. But now looking to what he can do there with Captain America, not just on this map, but we've seen this in the past.
Hey, thank you, Jay, for the amazing stream, helping me enjoy this tournament even more. This tournament has been fucking amazing, bro. I think what's making me really interested in this game is that it's not like Overwatch where you have the same comps every single game.
Very talented player.
The ban system actually really does wonders.
And that's with the amazing different pools of heroes that Nectar could really like lean onto depending on what we could see.
Yeah, I mean, each of these people and all of the players on this team, they know their job. And if you look at the greatest dynasties, the greatest teams of all time in sports, it just boils down to it. Belichick said it best. Do your job. And they've been doing a great job. Both teams fighting it out, duking it out. We could get ourselves Could you imagine? I mean, they got reverse swept. There's no way, but it could. But it could happen.
Like, we're definitely gonna see them still sticking.
There's
to the
no
Mantis
way,
ban.
chat.
That's why you don't
If
see Nectar on
Sentinels
Star-Lord,
reverse
because Nectar's
sweeps-
also, by the way, like we're seeing
No
the
way.
Psylocke pop off. If you were able to see the Star-Lord in a res comp, it's also just like as crazy, maybe even crazier. But I was expecting this series to go to distance. I'm really happy to see what Sentinels was able to do right there.
And
No.
again, it's not like they played bad on the second map. They had 4 minutes on the clock for the push. It was just the insane job that 100 Thieves did there. So I think both teams are pretty happy with their game plan thus far. And we're going to see if they stick to the same thing in terms of the picks, in terms of the bans. But guys, don't go anywhere. We've got another map. I've got a fly flying around here, and we're going to be back after this break.
Ben wants you to replay her sub message.
Protect your bald king!
White, I made it. 1 year. I'd like to thank my mom, my cats, Chat, Sushi, Noodle, Emily, and I guess Jay. Also your bald globe.
Protect your bald king!
Beneku, if you ever do another sub like that, or anyone, you're banned. You're banned. You're banned. Yo, how do you say your name? Chugzeeb? Appreciate the massive Prime sub, my friend. Chat, stop laughing. That wasn't funny. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how loud Brian is for you guys, but Brian is very loud in my headphones. And it hurt. We barely hear him. Oh, he's very loud in my headphones. He's
Inverted exclamation mark, inverted.
We're not listening to this. I'm sorry, we're not listening. Nope, we're not listening to. I am, and that's one of the worst spams I've ever heard in my life. No, we're not listening to that. I'm sorry. I appreciate the massive 4 months, and the beginning of that was actually really good. You know what? Instead of us listening to this for the 400th time, let's listen to this one again.
Protect your bald king!
Inverted.
Okay, yep, there you go. I'm not listening to the inverted stuff.
See the dawn, the flames burning brightly, shining
That's a really good jam. I like that jam.
across all time. I see you turning the tides. And do you see now our time, our turn? We can still fight.
No, we have a lot of J3 jams, bro. Yo, Jestro, appreciate the massive Prime sub.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back. We've had an insane day of Rivals, Vicky, and we're looking to make it 2 days as we enter in the late midnight in the East Coast, and we headed to another match that's going to be match number 4 between these two teams.
Ain't no party like a Rivals party, I always say. We'll party throughout the entire rest of the night if we have to, because we have some great Marvel Rivals on our hands. Sentinels making the comeback, figuring out what they needed to change, being able to actually stagger in with those ultimates, and the survivability too. And combine that with Nectar, it's just been crazy.
Yeah, and who would have thought that the answer was a magic to open things up at, the first pretty
Yeah,
much
the
that we've
magic
seen
pick was
on
actually
the
really
scene
clutch.
of Ignite here as we
Magic
go
was
into
actually
our
really-
next map.
really
And
clutch by
guys,
them to
they
pick
get
out.
repick
That's
the game
crazy.
modes and the rotations, and we're going to domination For 100 Thieves, it was razor tight with Sentinels, but they looked strong in the opening map in Wakanda. Now we head to Hell's Heaven.
Hell's Heaven, we meet again, and we're starting things off. It's the immediate target ban onto Crimzo with the Captain America, getting that out of here while they get to keep the safety on the Emma Frost again. Not so surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to deal with maybe, yeah, I was gonna say that torch was just absolutely crazy here. But I mean, how often can you really rotate through everything 100 Thieves has for you? Because Terra just play it all. We've seen the same thing with Delena and that Psylocke being a problem.
Yeah, a lot of this with these top teams too, it's not just what do they want to ban against their best players? It's how do they want to set up their own team as well here. Looking forward it, we've got Magneto with the ban there for 100 Thieves. And it's looking like the same. They're not going to let Terra get away with the Wolverine show though again.
Yo, Wind, appreciate massive 500 bits as well, my friend.
Snow into the Loki combo of the 24 seconds of invincibility. Aramori, though, hinting maybe at the opportunity if they could try to get the res comp. This would set them up for success. What are their strength compositions that they have not been allowed to use? Because we usually see that Mantis ban and yep, put that Aramor luck away because the Mantis won't be able to come out and play.
Aramor, though, has done such a clutch job time after time and really leads the way. Obviously, we keep saying paves the path there with the Eternal Bond. And we're seeing it yet again with that cloak save as the last ban here. Now, they've gone a couple ways. Last time, they, I believe, went with the, I think it was the torch with the wolf. And then they did Luna finally. So will they match the Luna ban? Oh, they're going to go. Oh, I like it.
Okay. Sticking over there to the other side. No Groot, Wolverine, Torch, or Magneto, but they got the safety on the Emma Frost and Harvey too with the Loki.
I mean, Nectar's been going so crazy on Psylocke, but here's the thing. I think they are the Wolverine player on that team. And so
I think
right
Boba
now,
unplugged my mouse, my keyboard.
Group, so
Wind,
really
appreciate massive 500 bits again.
Iron Man's going to be tough on this map. I think he's really going to have to watch where he goes. But they've got the SJP, the Harvey combo. They gave it to him, felt confident. But with that and the team up of Emma and Psylocke, it can spell dangerous.
Very true. I'm actually really glad you brought that up for Nectar because I did say that Nectar has a pretty diverse hero pool, and we've seen before the Wolverine, the Star-Lord. Obviously, we won't see that here, no res comp, but the Torch, the Psylocke, obviously that the Psylocke's been able to just do amazing work here. And now this is the even split that I was expecting from you guys in the chat. Your team Preds coming through 51%.
I appreciate massive 500 bits.
49% cozy.
Those channel points on the line. I was betting them myself whenever I was watching the last cast here, and won a pretty penny, do I say so myself, from the Shroud X game. But we head into Hell's Heaven here and the land of Hydra. And honestly, guys, here's the thing with domination: it's anybody's game, but this first point tells so much of the story. It's so hard to come back, especially at this talent level. It's going to come down to, honestly, this first fight.
All right, chat, let's see this.
Hear the music, by the way, on that Luna Snow. So he encouraged me to play the character once it dropped here. But Amazing being
What's up,
on this
Deku?
Iron Man,
I'm surprised you're awake.
He mentioned how the verticality could be a little difficult, but the reposition specifically allows you to get into a lot more cover up on the high ground.
Absolutely here. He's putting out pressure early. Delena getting the best of Nectar to open things up. That's going to be rough. We'll see if Amazing can get the trade. He does get the lanterns out, but they're going to have to push aggression as now Amazing going down. Delena just having their way up top, shooting a shotgun down, and they don't even have any.
Kawami, appreciate the massive 300 bits, my friend. Alcoholism for 38 months. Appreciate it.
Craziness that is the cloak bubble, and finally putting a little attention, but it's too little too late.
Ooh.
Oh, no, Terra being able to find two, and that was off of one pick that we saw from Amazing onto TTK, still holding it down when Delena's holding a split angle from the high ground. Again, the Delena show when you have Vinny to follow you up right afterwards, and it's
wait,
such a
what?
lethal
What's your
combo
name?
Together.
Yeah, we've seen
Cowgirl? Appreciate the massive prime sub.
You got the Delena up top distracting, and then you have Terra to do the rest. Just such a hard thing to deal with. And as we move in,
Well, how long have I been streaming? 15 hours? Yeah, that's light work.
Who's going to already look for the execution.
Nectar. Now wrapping around here. Oh no. Yes. SJP getting that freeze onto Amazing. And in the moment coming in from the back, like Delena pulls the trigger on the Dance of Butterflies. But Aramori even faster, frame one with the Eternal Bomb. That's going to be able to close in the gap for them. But then you have to consider here Harvey being able to get that copy. Gets the dance up with SJP. Will be able to have another fate of both worlds to get those 24 seconds of
wow. Groot ult and Amazing combo. Damn, Jarvis clipped that.
These are sent back to the spawn.
This battle was brought to you and sponsored by Amazing. Insane job. I mean, I was just about to say I would pay for a Psylocke cam because watching Nectar versus Delina is absolute gold. But God, just as I'm thinking, Amazing throws down and makes up for all the misconnects on the last map.
Oh man, they really, the fact that that Iron Man ult landed in the perfect time that it did, because they were gonna try to stay alive and stall for as long as possible with the dance off that we know that Fate of Both Worlds coming online here. Sentinels.
Morning, Jay. Morning. I mean, it is 12 o'clock in the morning. It's midnight.
With SJP though, gonna guide the way with the Psionic Seduction, and Harvey being the first to go.
Yeah, it's a big pick on Harvey. Now SJP forced to get the
Oh
grab
no,
finale.
that's a big pick on Amazing.
Important trades. It's always Delina here with the quick picks that matter, but now we've got going up Terra, throwing down the Thors. Nectar though trading the other strategist.
I said thank you to alcoholism.
Mori having the Eternal Bond. They do lose out on Kurova in that moment, but it's just so that way they can stall and stay on the point to get some progress here. But now Arrow Mori trying to back away. Delena finding
Crimzo with 2 kills.
Down, though. Talk about the group walls that were put perfectly into position. Also finding 2 more on Savini.
Now, never mind the first point. I said the first battle matters. Nope, Sentinel is making sure this is a fair fight here as they've got the Entangled in prison. Amazing getting close. He's poking. He's getting that spell damage out. Getting that ult up here as he almost has the final flash ready to go. Looking at the strategists, though, they have nothing in the tank Sentinels-wise. Harvey, though, does have something ready.
They didn't need the combo, bro. They didn't need the combo. They didn't need the combo, bro. But, I mean, hey, at least they got the team fight. Chat, if this goes to a match 5, if Sentinels wins this and we go to a match 5,
I always hate that whenever I'm playing. You get something
I will
lined up beautifully. It's always
I will
about
start
bucking
clapping
it.
without my hands.
Up and then they get the wipe,
This
and
would
I'm
be
like,
beautiful to
come
play.
on now.
I mean, beautiful to watch and play.
It just escapes by you, but it makes you hungry to try to boost up that ult just as fast. By the way, look at this, 96%. They're trying to desperately try to get to the point, and they even put a toe in line. Harvey goes out though, and no survivability. The portal with a Hail Mary play from Terra to get right back in.
A Kurova show going on here with Luna, the duelist. Nectar getting a pressure on with the slicing, the dicing, and right now this is what he does best. Captain America surviving the best he can. Harvey getting back to the point now, getting the show on, and the show continues. We are here.
Kawhi, preacher has about 100 bits. It's not, Texas Beach is 300 bits or higher. Sorry.
And who's ticking up is Amazing Crimson the ult.
But the 1v1
They're running.
Nectar finding
They're running 1 DPS because I think Terra needed to go TP, right?
Taking away, and Crimson's also got the ultimate. The Eye of Agamotto though only finds Amazing, doesn't find Kurova. Kurova in a great position, at least has the dance up with the Fate of Both Worlds. Turning around, Aramori gets that 1 pick here too, and the Psionic Seduction now coming out from Techie as 100 Thieves only have SJP with the dance up with the Fate of Both Worlds, and Delena needs to go crazy.
Oh, I think he hit him when she was diamond form, so it doesn't work, chat.
Quickly over to Cheaper Town, hold out TTK, putting on the pressure. There's a sliver left. They can't take a pinky toe out. We saw yesterday they stepped off the point on the most important times here. Now Amazing ready to go with maximum pulse. He's flying.
Nice survivability from.
Get ready to clip it. It's
oh, hey, they didn't need that, but they won the first round, chat. That's fucking big. Bro, the survivability on these players when they get very low health is crazy, dude.
Each and every stagger approach onto 100 Thieves there. They kept sending them back and back.
That's
with
crazy.
The off the portal, but they were just trying to stall for as long as possible, and it was rather expensive too if you consider it. Both teams here fighting for a pretty long time as we take a look at the stats thus far after that first round.
And the Stark Expo out there.
Ooh.
Just the Stark Expo. And we see ourselves with a little replay. Oh, that's fancy. I like it behind the scenes there. Shout out to the great job they've been doing. Looking at what we've got, let's first look at the ult economy here. It's a small in favor of, again, Sentinels coming off that win, which is massive because they were able to do so much there just with Crimson, Ryan, Techie. But, I mean, the stats, they tell the story pretty fair here.
Let's not forget that map 1 on domination, we highlighted before getting into this map specifically, was really close, even with 100 Thieves winning it. So Sentinels feeling that confidence, riding that momentum after that map 3, very close win, right? Amazing. Having these ultimates ready to go, maybe not when everybody else is wiped out, but still being able to get into position to get the wombo combo alongside with Crimzo.
All right,
no reverse sweeping, please. Let's get this in the bag. No, bro, come on. Take care, West Mongo. Sleep well, man. I want to see a reverse sweep, chat. Listen, I had 5 hours of sleep last night. I'm sure you guys or
wow,
can
this is gonna be huge
bear
if
with
Nectar
me
can
here.
get any of these. Atlantis already out, but the team groups up. That's what makes
If
them
I
great
can do
here.
it,
They
you
were
guys
ready
can
for
do it.
but they're pushing the aggression to the max. Turtle Bond followed by Amazing. They get the Lin out. Vinny's about to follow. Oh, he stays alive.
Oh my god, the freedom charge rallied behind me. Vinny paving the path here with some extra support as Terra now moves all the way up close to that final judgment. Harvey gets the copy, gets the dance up on the fate of both worlds, and this forces Sentinels to back away just for now.
Holy shit, you're in 3 hours of sleep in the past 52 hours? Yeah, go to sleep, bro.
Here's the combo, the wombo. You know it's coming, and bam, Terra throwing out the haymakers one bullet at a time. Right, Amazing's the first to fall, but luckily they've got Kurova to keep him alive. Crimso throws out the entanglement. Techie now trying to follow up on it here as Terra has the shotgun and 100.
Delena. Delena and Vinny Harvey.
Nail in the coffin. It took a lot here, and Sentinels will be able to re-engage Nectar, slowly approaching the dance of butterflies, as well as Amazing and Techie. The Sonic seduction into the Amazing Ironman ult could go hard here.
Yeah, as now the team's reset 33%, a third of the way there. They've got, to your point, everything they need to get this recap back. It took a lot from 100 Thieves. They've got Vinny close to stall a little bit, but they're miles away from a strategist ult, and that's frankly what you're going to need. Not for Amazing, but Nectar, who's almost there for the dance execution. Pushing in here now.
Why are you rooting for them? I thought you wanted to root for Sentinels. I'm rooting for everyone, man. If they do a good play, I gotta acknowledge it.
He's got the pulse. Is he going to combine it here? Oh, they don't need it.
Damn, did they?
Nectar that ends up following
Oh, I was about to say, did they take that without any ults? But I think they used 2 ults for that.
Aramori holding on to the Eternal Bond on the next re-engagement, and it's getting so close between both these teams, literally back and forth as they take turns taking the point.
Yeah, just every cut intentional, every dash is personal. As I've said before, Nectar just doing a fantastic job on just making that backline a graveyard, and them now flipping the script on the horror movie that was the Terror Show. Now Amazing looking for Vinny, has his eyes tracked on him. Gonna let him run around the point as you can with Cap, but you know, kind of keeping tabs on him, letting his team know here, getting the post damage out, and he's got the ult ready.
I'm a little scared though. I mean, if Vinny's on point, the deflect would go
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Armory. Going into Terra when he's ulting is very, very scary.
Nectar does at least deal with Terra, dealing enough of that damage to try to float away though, and the rest of 100 Thieves
that is very,
as they retake the point.
very scary.
Yeah, I get that Rai had that ult waiting for a while. Don't like the usage there. You already had a lot of your team go out. Yes, you could have gotten a big master play, but by that time, too late now. You gotta recharge it up. You had Crimso's ult to go into this next fight, 83%. I want that one back.
Dance Butterflies online for Delena. Harvey, the God of Mischief. Looking at Sentinels over to the other side, though. They want to try to combine this together between Nectar and Crimso with a group hug. They start opening up with it first as Delena sees the opportunity to harass the backline. Nobody else.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. Good shit.
Harvey finds SJP here.
Good shit.
Backline. That Amazing just moved up on 100
Chat. We might be going to a match 5. We might be going to a match 5. And it all depends on with this TP. It all depends with this last fight.
Able to not only be healed up so you don't get eliminated, but then the damage output is just it's so much to deal with here. As now they're going in fast. 100 Thieves. They know they need to take this. They can't let Sentinels make this thing an even fight here. Crimso though already eliminating Delena, and at this point Nectar is thirsty for more. Amazing's gonna have the pulse as well. You've got 2 duelists coming up. SJP with the Luna. Snow.
Oh no, bro.
Keeps the team alive, and that's a huge miss.
Gave him a quick little haircut. If you felt like you weren't alive, that one will definitely make you feel like you're on the edge of your seat as a dance of butterflies coming in. Vinny still finding Aramori. Amazing out to SJP.
What a freeze! What a fucking freeze by Kurova!
Are you kidding me, Kurova?
Oh my god. Kurova got 2 kills. Kurova got 2. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're going to a match 5.
Have we learned anything? We thought this was going to be an easy matchup.
Oh my fucking god, chat.
I mean, like, Luna Mo, like, the what? I can't believe this. The way that we just saw that play out here, going the distance. The call out, too, from Kurova at the very end was insane.
I can't. It's incredible that these teams are able to put on the performance they did. Looking at the stats here quickly, I mean, really, there's some fair fights in terms of damage, but where the difference
Nectar
was,
27-3, Techie 28-3. Yo,
and
the whole fucking team
just speechless.
of Sentinels
13
popped
final
off.
hits from Nectar. Again, Armory and our
Damn,
interview
that
was
wasn't-
highlighting Nectar for a reason. 27-3.
Terra
You
did a
have
lot
the
of
follow-ups
damage, but I
available
mean, to be
you
honest with you, I
too,
think the
right?
person that was
Just
doing the most on that
harassing
team is
from the
Delena.
skies. You know, even if not every single ult hits, we're talking about the highest level of competition out here. Like, it's very hard. You saw Terra, even with a slight whiff.
Yeah,
was trying
that
to move
freeze
back, give
was
Terra a quick
fucking
haircut,
crazy,
get
bro.
stunned
Yo,
in the
Brock
middle of the eye
Man,
of
appreciate the
Agamotto, which is
massive
a lot
dono on
easier with your
YouTube.
point
Clap
blank,
without
but
hands.
we probably see it right here. I feel like it happened like all over on this side here, over to the left side, but that was insane.
Yeah, I want to highlight something too. Okay, not only that, right before that, Nectar nailed that Dance of the Butterflies. I'm talking milliseconds as the SJP, I believe, Luna Snow, lost their fate of both worlds. So it was precision counting on the button, and then we see Kurova can't even.
I don't know what you mean by that.
because Kurova gets the freeze of a lifetime, shutting down.
Yeah, I want to see the
Agamotto.
freeze perspective, bro.
Blocked there too, just to try to block out the healing that we saw within that first round, so then you just get the amazing follow-up on the ultimate on the Iron Man here, the maximum pulse backing away, literally like he's in the Matrix out
Yo,
here. And then talk about
Pecker,
following up
appreciate
with
the
the
massive
dance of
$10
butterflies every
donation
single
as
time
well
they were
on
just
YouTube.
trying to
Yo,
stall
even
here.
YouTube
Was
is
crazy. It
matching
was down
Twitch.
to
You guys
wire
are all
once
popping
again.
off today.
And Kurova was just the perfection they're able to do there with the swap to damage from healing, keeping the team alive. We didn't get to see the freeze, did we? But either way,
No.
we gotta.
I feel like if I had Kurova
somebody in
and
the chat clip that, 'cause
Armory
I
in my
gotta go back and see
backline,
it.
I think
Such good timing from Kurova.
I think
And
I would
listen,
feel very,
he's
very, very, very safe,
go
chat.
Adam Warlock for a reason. His aim,
Also, appreciate the
precision,
massive
and
support,
awareness.
guys.
Like Adam
And
Warlock, one
everyone
of the
following
highest
the
skill
stream,
ceiling characters in
appreciate
the game, right? Because of cooldown management and perfection, but the aiming you have to do and the clutch Jean's ice in the veins. He's showing all the ice there with Luna Snow.
Kurova's just understanding in general, in terms of positioning, in terms of timing these ultimates, in terms of just being aware of where everybody else is, and ult tracking. Aramori's very good at calling that out for the rest of the team. It's literally, it's perfect. The way that you
Bro,
have Kurova in the back line,
Sentinels
if you don't
reverse
have
sweep this
that
chat,
Luna Snow
nah.
ultimate online,
That's gonna
at
be one
least
of the
you
most
could put trust in
insane
Kurova
things
to
I've
try
ever
to
seen.
land that
Back-to-back
freeze, which in that
reverse sweeps.
moment
I think
on the Eye of
Shroud
Agamotto
X
was
reverse
big
swept,
because
right?
They were about to get the both backliners there.
I mean, we knew this would be a heavyweight matchup, right? We knew this was going to be the fight of the night, but they're living up to every piece of it.
God
And
damn,
we've
2
seen this
games
with
back-to-back
these teams
reverse
before. And
sweep.
sometimes
That's
going
insane.
back to some of the past fights, it has been sweeps and sweeps, but no, not this time, not even close. Sentinels, again, this is just, there's so much going on behind the scenes, game plan, strategy, callouts, all of it.
What did
That's what makes
Vicky
Rivals
cast before? Her
great,
voice is
guys.
so
I know-
familiar.
I know you're not going
more
anywhere,
like what
but
didn't
don't
she
go anywhere.
cast?
We're going to be right back after this quick break.
I think Vicky casted that I know Marvel Rivals, Overwatch. I'm pretty sure she also did Valorant. I'm sure she did Apex as well. She did Smash Bros. She's done a lot of games. You know what's even crazy on top of that? Not only has she casted a lot of games, but you have to know all the shit about those games as well. That's crazy. Like the abilities and the weapons and all that stuff. A lot of names. A lot of names, chat. A lot of names. Give me 1 second. And we still have one more game after this, by the way. I feel bad for Envy and Shroud. They have to play almost at 1 a.m.
trapping all those fighting souls. But
Yo.
yet, across the world, I see you standing.
I cannot believe we have another series. Yeah, chat. It's by the time this game's done, it's gonna be 1 a.m. and then we have to go for another 2 hours. I think if the games are not a if it's not a 3-0, the games are gonna go for like another 2 hours. Has Jeff has been? Yes. What's up, Siga? Jeff has been in the tournament, yeah, but not as frequent. He was he's been there like here and there, not as much. Jay, do you think I should be president?
What's going on, guys? And
Yeah,
welcome back.
no.
We are on
Yeah,
to
no,
match
no,
5 and
no,
possibly
no.
a reverse sweep on 100 Thieves that looks like they could not be stopped. The rage meter filled all the way, but as soon as they tamed down the Wolverine and most importantly the rage on Terra, they've started to figure this thing out, Vicky. And I've got to say, to go to domination with everything on the line like that, lose the first fight and still win, insane.
Yeah, and that was with like some. That was hard. Like that was with crazy plays, like Korova with the freeze. The
Jeff's win rate went from 48% to 46%. What do you think? I'm gonna be honest with you, Sigma Mode. I think you need to pick another character in my goddamn game.
Like a 10K
Stop tossing my shit.
What we saw from Korova with the 33K healing, and even SJP, who's also on the Luna with only 22K. So
I mean, to be honest with you, don't they try to get all like don't like they try to get all win rates like 45 to 55%? That's what the Overwatch does. We do not win almost every game, bro. Every time I have you on my team, I get mad that I only have one defensive support ult.
Hopefully they keep that Wolverine ban though.
Yeah, 100 Thieves might have the bigger standout players, but the power of teamwork, as we like to say, because we saw how many.
How you doing, Siga? It's nice to see you, though. It's nice to see you.
You know, Final Flashes did not get the E-limbs, but it didn't matter. They played so well as one team, one unit here, and yet again, same game plan, different map, and Yggdrasil's path. It's 100 Thieves. It's their favorite to go to when things get tough.
Getting the save, both Emmas going right through. You get to see the Techie and TTK show again.
They need to give back his right click back.
They've acknowledged that the Iron Man's a problem.
Nah, let Jeff die.
With the torch, then with the Iron Man.
Yeah, that's a lot of respect, and not only that, we've seen them not go for any of Amazing's duelists. They just let them have, you know, their way there. Shutting down Wolverine again, smart game plan. That does open up some other things, right? You got to use that ban there on the Iron Man, and now what it does is it opens up, obviously not the triple res, most likely.
I think Jeff is in a good spot. You have to keep Jeff as like Jeff has to be a primary healer, bro. He has to heal.
Out of the Loki jail, could finally into it the way that we've been seeing Harvey and SJP just kind of swap between themselves as they put the safety over the Brute. So double safety actually utilized on 2 Vanguards.
Yeah, and you know, as I was just highlighting Vinny, who has gone a lot better on Captain America.
I went to go look at Sigma Mode's win rate on Jeff and discovered his 17% win rate on Black Panther in the process. Yo, Siga, what do you think about that?
And looking at what they've got, they've shut down now Loki, no lanterns to worry about, and this is where I might want to see the Wolverine, though. I'm not gonna lie.
We have Yggdrasil, and this is where 100 Thieves really shine. So playing not only to their strength, but the fact that they've been able to save both the Emma and the Groot on this map.
If I ever see Siga on Black Panther, I'm throwing.
Really scary, man, as Terra is gonna already be auto-picking onto the Punisher.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, chat, let's see this.
There, you love to see it. wishing he could play it, but he can't. You guys are seeing this correct. Your eyes do not deceive you. It's 2 to 100 Thieves, then it's 2 to Sentinels. This is the last
match, chat. Last match. It's do you guys think it's going to be a reverse sweep? Yes or no?
We're going all day on this.
Is it going to be a reverse sweep, or are we going to see 100 Thieves win?
Momentum. She has a name and it's prediction. Look at this.
Okay, I'm not rooting for either team here. I just want to say I am rooting for a very good game. I want to see both teams pop the fuck off, sweat. I want them to sweat.
I hope you guys are ready and strapped into your seats because we still got another series after this. Let's get this started, though. Coming out of the gates already, shooting off. It's going to be Terra looking down the sightlines as Sentinels are holding this next corner.
Now, winner of that lower one goes to China, but for now, we've got the 100 Thieves Sentinel show here. 2 top Titans, the clash of the Titans as they're fittingly playing here. the land of the gods
Goddamn
here.
J3,
Terra on the
15-hour stream. Are you all right? Nope. It's probably going to be an 18-hour stream, to be honest with you.
Up into that beam, having even more damage. You get to utilize now Vinny's walls as well as having those Loki clones. Nectar looking right behind them, just trying to take some poke pressure too with that shotgun blade, but getting checked with.
Oh, Nectar goes down, but it's fine. 100 Thieves has 2 players dead, both
But you would
tanks.
think Hella has the invisibility there, just appearing before the eyes, getting the stun off, and it's just so crazy that Hella's got a stun like that now. As we're trying to get
The only way I can even gain, with Jeff is by DPSing. Is by DPSing Jeff now, but it's almost impossible to do that with the second dive hero. You know what's really funny, Siga? If Jeff is such in a bad position, why don't you just switch characters and get off Jeff? Thoughts? Also, great defense by Sentinels so far. Great defense.
Slowly approaching that fate of both worlds, but it's a successful defense here for Sentinels.
Yeah, they're figuring out how to shut down the monster that is Terra, and what a way to do it during the final judgment of it all. Terra now gonna match Rye here on Bucky. A lot of against, guys. You're gonna hear that word a lot as we push through this map. But right now, 2 minutes, they've got a great defense going on, and if we look at Sentinels, they've got the imprisonment. They throw it down. They follow it with a
Ooh. Oh, Rye Amazing. Rye Amazing should have spammed Q, bro. He should have spammed Q.
TTK was looking at him straight here over on the other side, taking to try to come back. That as Delena over to the skies with some help from the goddess of death. The Psylocke dance of the butterflies from Nectar, though, is just waiting.
Oh, come on, Nectar.
TTK on this Emma Frost has just been crazy, but the fate of both worlds was activated before the psionic seduction, allowing it to go through. Techie just trying to buy some time and space.
Nova, if you can't hang, bro, go to sleep.
At this point,
we're gonna be live tomorrow.
One by one with the rest of the help from the 100 Thieves.
Lasting forever here. Sentinels, Aramore gets to play Loki. We have not seen them on Loki in a long time. They elect not to go Strange till right now. Late Strange switch as they're getting in the pressure early. Crimzo may not be able to make it. It's ticking any second. He can't get that portal there. Someone's got to touch. They are doing successfully, but that's going to come with a trade. Oh, no. They're able to... Wow, they take the point back and forth.
Wow, they're forcing 100 Thieves back. Nice. I thought 100 Thieves was going to take that.
Well here, Crimzo fighting through the pressure, through the seduction is Doctor Strange as he pumps.
Backing away. It's Aramori. They have to remember why they wanted to ban that Loki in the first place, right? Aramori finally free as Techie gets taken out with the Kraken impact.
Oh, what a block.
Again and again, forcing the back Sentinels, knowing their lesson, though, are just going to try to back away.
Oh, my God. I think it was big. He got 2 people back there. Oh, hit it. They got 2. They got 2. They got 1 of the supports, and they got Delena.
Trade after Amazing was able to get SJP.
Everyone focused on keeping Terra up. He had 1 health, and they all focus on him. SAP finally pays the price because of it, and Crimzo follows there on Vinny. And sometimes
this is such a great fucking series. Both of the 2 best teams in NA going at it.
26 seconds left.
Wait, did they fuck up the teleporter?
This is Thieves map. They love it, but right now it's all.
Wait, chat, did they just fuck up the TP?
They set the flag here. This is going to be Sentinels territory now, unless 100 Thieves could take out something different.
Oh my God, his portal just got fucked. No shot. I feel so bad for 100 Thieves. Did he fuck it up? Was it glitched? Did it go into the spawn? Did they fix that glitch yet?
This is unbelievable here. This defensive effort.
Or did he cancel it?
Some pressure on that point now. We're amazing. They'll get in the one.
He was right here.
No fire extinguisher. The fire department.
Oh my chat. Chat, this is one of the no fucking way. I have to stand up. There's no fucking way.
We are Venom. We are Amazing. We are the Torch. The follow-up, beautiful. Then rolling out on the Venom just to recontest, even better because they had used up that portal earlier when they recontested with Aramori on that Loki.
No fucking way, Meg. Go to sleep.
Crazy hold.
What a fucking hold, chat. And their TP, dude. Did they cancel their TP?
This is insane. It was all
I need to know. Did they cancel their fucking TP?
Sentinels putting on a defensive master class. Unbelievable. Now they've got, honestly, everything they need here to get this. They've got so many fights, so many
fucking God.
It comes down to this. The grand finals on the line. It's 2-2.
Why did they cancel the TP, though? Why did they cancel the TP?
Sentinels, 1 more map away from getting the reverse sweep to sit in this grand finals. getting the reversal, making the adjustments that they need.
This is going to be this. If they win, this is the second reversal in the way. Chat, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. You guys have a tendency to jinx the games, unlike me, where I call everything perfectly. Stop it.
That's what they needed. They won this in the pick and ban phase by a mile.
They're running 3 tanks. They're running the spawn hold count. They're running 3 tanks, 3 supports. They're going to hold them at their spawn.
But then they finally bent. They had that strategy, 100 Thieves going in each and every time to ban certain heroes, but they gave up the Loki and Aramori, and everyone followed.
That's the biggest thing, I feel like. That having Loki coming out, Aramori being so strong on Loki in general. Crimzo, though, trying to pull off something cheeky over to the other side with the portal play, trying to wrap around them. It's all the Hail Marys attempt as 100 Thieves now try to look and break their neck. Vinny over to the other side. Tira to get good amount of pressure, but they're trying to run that triple Vanguard, triple support as Nectar finds Harvey, but Delena be on the rocket with the BRB machine. You're coming right back.
Oh, it's poetic. You got Psylocke and Magic going off. They may not have a team up anymore, but these X-Men are shining as they slice and dice.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Seeing Magic, Amazing picks the most random fucking characters and it works. Why?
I don't know.
Can someone educate me
this
why?
Is we get to see Magic for like a crumb of a second for the second time in the series, just in general. Like, I love being able to finally see some Magic play as they jump right in to re-engage off of Vinny being on this portal, on the Doctor Strange to utilize the portal rather. Amazing trying to find the supports though, trying to find the harassment, backing away with the 100 Thieves, not having that Loki instead, but Tara finding that big pick onto Amazing.
Yeah, that's going to help slow things down, but they need to at 2 minutes and 52 seconds left. Tara just farming that ult quickly there. Vinny with the pop and the follow-up here, but Crimso's got the entanglement. Right now, Sentinels, though, they're just going to regroup. Nectar trying to just run away. And oh my gosh, Tara wants it. He's hungry. He's thirsty. Rage.
Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh. When Tara gets that sparkle in his eye, he starts to go X game mode. I don't know, chat. I'm scared. I'm scared, bro. 2 minutes left. The last 2.5 minutes of this series.
Butterflies have kept it in check as Crimzo with the group hug has entered together as SJP being the first to get taken out. This is the win condition. Nectar proceeds to get 2K and still has a dance of butterflies. Another freeze! Oh, another freeze from Kurova.
Another freeze from Kurova, bro. Oh my god.
But Delena with the slice and dice, and it's going to be
No, it's not going to be Sentinels yet. 100 Thieves can still do this. Come on, 100 Thieves. Tara's out there. Tara got a pick.
Tara, the Iron Fist. He gets one pick, Vic.
And he's stalling the point.
Wait a minute.
Tara is actually fucking stalling this.
They were still able to find SJP on the way back. Still an opportunity here as
And he survives? Wow, Tara's insane, chat. Tara is literally insane. Oh my god.
To recontest here, a minute and 30 seconds.
Amazing, trying to get that pressure on early. Tara, though, that's a great swap over to the Iron Fist. Gonna be tough to deal with all of that. Karate Kid thrown out of the plot. Who's gonna get the armor now?
Nice ult by SJP. Nice ult to survive and keep his team alive. Uh-oh, chat. Crimzo almost has his ult, though. I think if Crimzo hits a fat ult here... Uh-oh. Tara's gonna pop off, though. Nice freeze. Oh, they solo ulted him! They solo ulted the cheaper Town Hall! And Tara... Amazing gets 2!
Reset onto that Iron Fist from Tara. We are Groot as a group hug comes in. Sentinels, Amazing, slowly approaching that supernova, by the way, and they've just used up the Eternal Bond.
This is looking as close as you can.
No way, bro. No way, bro. How is 100 Thieves holding this? 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Who's moving to the grand finals? Who's beating
30 fucking seconds.
Amazing throwing it down. Dance of Butterflies goes out. They survive through the cloak bubble. That's huge. Both strategists turn eyes. Vicky Amazing throwing it down. It's coming down to this.
The patty cake just to stay alive because he had no other ults in that first pick.
No fucking way. No way. No way, bro. Chat, there's no way.
Success together with Nectar. Nobody to touch this.
There's no way they reversed it.
Doesn't even matter.
They fucking reversed it. There's no way.
The shield does not crack and cool.
That was the most insane fucking game, dude. This has been the best series I've ever seen in my life. This has been the most... Chat, you guys don't understand, but my cheeks
America.
were so clenched and so sweaty. Bro,
Wow.
I literally have the Florida Everglades in my pants right now.
What an end. Crimzo with that pull in too.
Both
Focusing
teams
on
played
Terra to put the
amazing.
wall up. Then you have Raimazing, despite that, through the dance of butterflies that we saw from Nectar. The backliners here from 100 Thieves.
Dude, if I was 100
alive, and
Thieves,
then
I'd be
Raimazing
pissed
with
off.
the Supernova, man.
Nah.
That was crazy. Everybody just trying to take out everything. When the portals
Bro,
closed up, everything.
Bro,
at the
I just
end.
want to let you
But
guys
it's
know, this guy comes to my
Raimazing and the
this guy
rest of
comes to my
Sentinels
chat.
that come out
The
on
first
top.
thing he
17K
says,
damage,
"Do it
you're
again.
responsible.
You know
10
what to
final
do.
hits, back between
Get
yourselves and
on the
Nectar.
wall. You said you would."
I'm speechless. We talked about Crimzo and this
I'm
team
a man
and
of
the
my word.
strategy
I'm a man
behind
of my
them.
word.
And as
I
we
got
said
it.
before, they won that in the pick ban phase from start
I'm
to
a
finish.
man of
They
my word.
Been as far as you could. In a map like this, they did not break in the series, and they were able to take down in Marvel Rivals the biggest rival of teams, in my opinion, are these two right here. Both going to China. 100 Thieves already punched their ticket. But man, Sentinels with a statement.
You let Aramori get away with the Loki out here too. The 20 assists. Korova with these